All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
I'm Seabass.
And Tony is still traveling around the United States.
You notice how we didn't get a fucking invite to that shit?
We never get invites. I told
that.
you, see? And even back when we weren't talking, he wasn't getting. Now we're talking all the time, and nope. And now he's mad because I go and he doesn't go.
Right? Exactly.
Whatever.
He's mad because we go on time.
Right.
And
Maybe that's what it is. So with us tonight, we have our buddy Rob.
What's up, guys?
And then we have our friend Ivan.
How you doing?
Fan-fucking-tastic, my friend. Let me tell you, it was a good day today. I got to be able to got a chance to swim a little bit. Got some shit done. I got a lot of things done today, so it's good. But let me hit you with this. So this dude came into my work the other day, right? And he had I don't know what the fuck they're called. Is it a man bag? A purse?
A satchel.
Not
an armor satchel.
Well, for me, a satchel's like would be like a leather, like old school leather
Pouch.
newspaper bag.
Like
you know what I'm
that
saying?
thing you had in that picture when you was a youngster?
No.
Like what Indiana Jones wears.
That would be a satchel. And if you were badass like Indiana Jones and you had, you had a whip in there and you was out for treasure,
You can't whip anybody anymore. Stop trying to make that a thing.
why you got to bring that shit up? That ain't even funny. That ain't even fucking right now.
You're laughing.
So, would you wear a man bag,
Fuck
Rob?
no.
Rob
Hell
probably
no.
already does.
Fuck that,
You
Rob. Don't
crazy,
say that shit.
bro.
You wear
Hey.
Crocs.
Hey, I'm gonna let you
wearing
know.
Crocs
By
right
the
now.
time I leave here, both of you guys are gonna want a pair. That's how comfortable they are. And it's not trying. I'm not trying to advertise for Crocs, but if I do, my address
Hashtag
is
not
68510 per liter. But nah, hell no, a man bag, dude. I'd slap the shit out of somebody if I seen them with it.
Like, I
Put it that
remember-
way.
I
It's a hate
remember-
crime.
What about you, Ivan? Man bag?
Hell no.
That's right, baby.
I'm old school, man. Only thing I carry is a wallet,
Right?
and I barely like carrying that. Money clip.
Yeah, right.
You grew up in the hood, they might have stole that shit.
Right? Keep my money in my sock. Growing up, I wore fucking Dickies all the time. So, and, they had the fucking pocket from the knee to the ankle, so I could carry all the shit I wanted in my pockets. I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
if you know anything, the pockets and Dickies, shit always falls out. Always when you're running and shit.
Fuck.
I'm just saying, for all you guys that like to run, don't buy Dickies.
From what, Rob? From what?
Oh shit! Hold on.
From a near-death experience, okay? Don't go down that road with Rob.
Hold on, Dickies might not like me.
No company likes you, goddammit.
You know what?
except
Crocs.
Except Crocs.
Fuck. I never had a problem with shit falling out of my pockets in regular Dickies. It was the double knee Dickies because the pockets were small.
I wore
And I
Ben
couldn't put
Davis,
shit in
man.
my... You wore Ben Davis?
Yeah, so the pockets were deeper. No, I wore 56s and I was 110 pounds and shit.
God damn, how'd you keep them up?
Starch, baby.
Yeah, but come on, like, how many folds were around your waist at 56 and you were 100
Front
what?
and the back, bro. 110 pounds.
God damn.
Yeah.
You could have fit in one
Trip
fucking
over them
leg.
all the time, but looking G'd up from the feet up. baby.
Jesus Christ.
Razor sharp creases.
Yep. And I did 3 in the front, 3 in the back, and down the sleeves.
That's right, man.
That's the way you got to do it.
I wore the double knee cell phone pocket. I wore those for work. They're good pants. They last a long time, man. Very durable.
Yeah,
know
they're good and stiff in the beginning, and then they start to, you know what I mean? After you break them in, they're
They
good.
start
Bro,
to limp
I wear
after a
them
while.
for work. I wear the shorts, the Dickies shorts, and I buy them brand new, and I won't wear them till they're washed probably 30, 40 times. I'll just keep putting them in the washer, and after that, that's money. Ain't nothing more comfortable, but
Yeah.
the first few, man, I tell my wife, just keep putting them in the washer, keep putting them in the washer, and barely now, it takes a while, like I still have them, and they're still not, I still go for my old faithfuls, you know?
Got to, man. Love me some Dickies, boy.
Yeah.
I don't wear them anymore, but I lose some weight, I might. But now, hey, I ain't gonna lie though. The other day,
What if you get shot? Just play.
Well, if I'm wearing Dickies and I got pants on, I know that it's gonna reflect off the leg. I ain't got nothing to worry about. That shit,
I'll just play.
shit like a fucking ghetto vest and shit, right?
Ghetto Kevlar. That's what we'll call it.
Kevlar.
No, we'll just call it Ghetto Kevlar.
Yeah, man, you can market that. Kevlar, man.
Kevlar. There
Hey,
you go.
any ghetto person here, anything bulletproof, they're buying that stuff, man. Quick. And I'm one of them.
So,
As sales in Kevlar Dickies skyrocket, deaths in
Hey,
gang-related
Dickies,
shootouts.
well, let's do a
skyrocket.
number. Me and Miko gonna get at you guys, man.
just give us a call right here at the show. We're good. Or hit us up, comments at thesideshow.co. All right?
Bulletproof Dickies.
Bulletproof Dickies. Saving lives since 1912.
All right.
So, no matter what, you would never. Do you ever carry, like, I'm old school, so like if I was with a chick and say, "Hey babe, go in my purse," blah blah blah, bullshit. I'd grab the purse and take her the purse. There's no fucking way.
That didn't even sound right, bro.
What?
Just by you saying that, he's like, go babe, go get my purse.
Yeah.
was
Like,
uncomfortable.
hey yo, baby, go get my purse.
No, not me
No,
telling
he's
her.
saying that from the woman's perspective.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
like if
oh.
she told me, "Hey babe, go get my purse," and in my purse is such and such, I'd just bring her purse back. I've never been in a woman's purse.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
No.
I don't go in my wife's
I would
purse.
do the same thing, but just out of frustration. Cause like,
Don't
Hey.
ask me to get shit for you.
go get my inside my purse. There's this and that, and it's like a fucking maze in there. They got all these different pockets and stuff. I was like, I just get so frustrated. Like here, I don't know where it is.
You
where it
seem to
is.
know
You
where
find
it's at. Take it.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I don't do it. Just out
Nah,
of
you
pure
need-
frustration.
you
It's
need to
right
dump-
next to the singular gum packet and the dime coin that I found 2 years ago.
You need to dump her purse out, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, my lady probably got some.
See, he likes
Next to
causing
it.
fucking fights.
Yeah, you trying to get me on the couch again, man.
See?
It's not gonna work.
I told you, you like causing fucking fights.
What you need to do is get one of them little Mexican magic shit my lady got in her purse. It's supposed to keep you with money, but that shit don't work.
What is it?
Yeah, they got like these little coins wrapped up in some, I don't know, camel hair. I don't know what the
Camel
hell.
hair?
I'm just bullshit.
Camel hair is for pinstriping, bro. What are you
No,
talking
I'm
about?
just saying, like they got this Mexican magic, dude. This brujeria. You guys heard of it, right?
Well, I
Of course, right? You guys wear those bracelets and all that stuff.
The
but
little red
Yeah.
dot on your head when you have the hiccups.
I don't know about that. I never seen that.
Lavándote
but-
with the sobándote with
yeah,
the egg.
and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so my wife saw. She used to be like, I used to tell her, babe, just pray. She was like, nah, man, Jesus needs help. You know. She was-
Holy shit!
I said, you tripping, but anyway, so I prayed
That
for her.
statement in and of itself.
Hey, but
is
here's a
just, yeah,
trip, dude.
religion's
Here's a
legit
trip.
For sure.
Here's a trip. Like, she had been sending some dude money in Mexico for me to protect me, because I'm a knucklehead, bro. I'm always into shit. You know?
Oh, really?
Right.
Ever since I was born, right? That's just me. So she was sending this dude $50. It was $100 a month for years, bro. Right? And then it dropped down to 50. As I'm telling her, like, what are you doing? Like, you know. So finally, it got to where, like, look, babe, you don't need to do this. I'm fine, right? And I don't want you to, like, for me, it's God and that's it, you know. And that should the way it's be for you, you know. And
Right.
So she goes, all right. So she called him and said, hey, you know, I can't do it no more. It's really not working. You know, I'm kind of struggling at the time and stuff. And dude, as soon as she stopped that, I swear, bro, my business took off within weeks, dude. Within weeks.
Really?
Yeah, it just took off, bro. And I've never been so prosperous. And I think, you know, for me, I told her, you know, I don't know if it's maybe this dude was holding us down spiritually or some shit, who knows. But, I mean, I believe there's a lot of stuff out there, but, you know, at the end of the day, man, when I need something, I'll just drop to my knees and pray. That's just me, you know, but it was crazy, bro.
Ivan, does your wife believe in that brujeria and that kind of stuff?
No. I mean, you met my wife. You know what's up. She's.
You're not gonna get me on the couch, so
I mean, if she is, I don't know about it.
well, like when your kids were growing up, and if they were really fussy, and they're colicky or whatever. And did she ever mention ojo to you?
No.
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 I wonder.
Maybe because you don't speak Spanish. The kid's got the eye. The kid's got the eye.
No,
It's called ojo, right? When somebody looks at you or your child and they're envious, the baby gets colic. That's just a Mexican thing. So I don't know. It's especially like your wife's pretty deep Mexican, right?
Well,
Are her parents from Mexico?
define that because
Like her parents are from Mexico, right?
her mom is. Her dad was born in San Antonio,
Oh,
Texas.
cool, man. Oh, all right. So she, all right. I
Which
thought
used to be Mexico, so.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but-
that's still different. It's not. It's if you're like born in Mexico, there's a difference, bro. Big time difference.
Yeah, she doesn't. Her mom doesn't look like the brujeria, like the one that would believe in that kind of stuff. Mom.
Really?
Yeah.
No, she's not like that at all. I mean, our kids weren't colicky or anything like that. I mean, that never happened. But if they were to get sick when they were younger or whatever the case may be, call Kaiser. That's
Fuck that.
that's how she
Pure
was.
American
That's what I
ingenuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, they ain't getting no bean juice. and
Nah.
mixed it with something.
nah, it wasn't like
Crazy.
it was
Bean juice and
nothing
sugar?
like that. You know.
Interesting. Like, I
That's
don't.
pretty cool.
I mean, come
though,
on,
bro.
man. You guys have met my wife. Jeez.
Well, yeah, I
Marta
really.
is, that's.
It's,
See, I'm
go ahead.
Mike's in front of my face, man. I start
See?
saying crazy stuff. So
So,
Like me, the second the mic's in front of my
Yeah.
face, I'm inclined to talk shit.
yeah.
so is her mom very like is she Catholic? Is she Christian? Like,
Oh, she's very spiritual Catholic. I mean, she's at church every Sunday.
oh yeah, she was doing shit to your kids you didn't know about.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. bro.
But
it's not bad.
Notice how he glazed over that? Like,
Yeah, it's not bad. They probably put
What?
something on
What?
you.
no, they're like, oh yeah, he said, oh yeah, she did shit to your kids without you knowing, and you like blew past it.
no, I mean, if that was the case, I never saw it. You know, I never saw it. I don't think to the extent that what you like you're talking about that she's like that. I don't think so.
Would you say you're like 100% whooped?
Wow.
I'm just saying,
Look,
like,
fuck,
like,
bro.
like honestly, because
I'm
like
not-
I am, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but there's a reason why.
I would not say that I'm whipped. Not at all.
Okay, because there's one thing that I accuse my lady of that they say that
Oh shit.
there's brujeria in, right? They say that women put their period blood inside someone's drink, right?
In red sauce.
Yes. And from that point, the motherfucker's whooped. So I love my wife so much, so I always accuse her of that shit. So and I'm just saying, like, Ivan's always like, my wife, and he always like, my wife, and then we try to get him on the couch, and then he fights back for her. So, but no,
Now
I'm not
that-
saying that, but that's
Now,
just an evil
would
thing,
she-
bro.
would-
I always tell my wife, you did that
There's
shit
no
to me.
way
That's
in
why I
hell
love you
she
so
would ever
much.
do that.
Like, you like enchiladas, don't you, Rob? There you go,
I
Ivan.
love it, bro.
Yeah, I do. I think they're bomb.
Red enchiladas?
No, she always used green sauce.
Oh, you're good
Oh, you're
there,
good,
bro.
yeah. You're fine.
You're good.
Oh, there's something wrong. No, I'm just.
Oh wow.
Unless you no, you might be color.
Oh,
He
man,
might be
that's how you
colorblind.
really,
He might be colorblind. That's probably what it is. And shit.
No, she does make a good red sauce though.
Woo, shit. What we going to hell, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
Let's get
But
his
nah.
iron. Let's get his iron count checked.
So let me ask you a question, and basically from a place of ignorance, really, I guess, because
Okay.
One sec. I'm not saying my wife did that, just in case anybody's saying, but I'm just saying I
Too
love
late.
her
It's
that
too
much.
late.
I
You can't
feel
put the
that somebody
toothpaste back
that
in the
she
tube,
did
bro.
Yeah, it's out
But
there.
anyways, but they
It-
said that do that, right?
you can't put the paste back in the tube, dog.
No, but
it's out
what
there.
you should do is your next girl just be, hey, baby, give it up. C-Vance, just bite that shit.
No.
You want to get it fall in love forever, don't you? I heard the podcast a few
I don't know
years,
about that.
few episodes
I
ago.
don't know,
Like
I
when I
haven't
get
been-
married, I want to fall in love for the rest of my life. And
I don't remember saying that, but
I remember you saying you're gonna
you
spend the
remember
rest of
something
your
very
life.
vividly different than I do.
All I remember hearing was he's gonna spend the rest of his life with his first marriage, not like his dad.
I didn't say that.
Not like it's. Wow, Rob, you just.
My bad, all right. I might be throwing too much taco sauce on
Look,
the
he doesn't doesn't hug me enough as it is. All right.
Damn.
Hey, but we're changing that, bro. We love
No,
you
you're
guys,
not. Not when
man.
you say shit like that.
All right, you're right. Oh, my bad. Shit, fucking Pacific.
And now you keep saying shit like that. I'm not gonna be able to hug his wife either. Could be like, hey, Dad,
No,
let her
I'm just
go.
saying he should
Let her
just
go, Dad.
Bite her rag, bro. Fall in love with her forever.
No.
That's all I said.
I will not be teething a tampon.
Shit.
Hey,
Thank God
You
for
put that shit in there like a fucking like a dip.
well, they probably like it's like
Dip's
tea.
nasty
Probably
enough
is
as
what
it
these
is.
evil women do. They probably do it behind our back. It's
Right.
probably like some low key shit going around this whole underworld room. And
Well,
shit.
I know that there's a lot of Creole beliefs where like you don't let a woman sweep over your feet.
You're never gonna get married.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit like that. I thought that was gonna be my question. Like, I know that you know
What do you
Creole's
mean, like
different
her
or whatever,
body
but
lays over your feet.
what?
Like her body lay over your feet.
No, with
No,
the
when you sweep with a broom.
not sleep, sweep.
Oh,
Barar.
This motherfucker.
So you sweep over your feet.
Yeah.
If
So
I-
like if she's sweeping the floor and you walk in and she takes the broom over your feet,
Some crazy shit going
yup,
happen.
it's done.
Huh? That Creole shit is crazy too.
Yup. Or do you guys
Ivan,
have any
got
beliefs,
Creole in you?
Ivan?
You light skinned.
Shut up, Rob. Let him talk.
Nah, I don't have any Creole in me, and I don't have no crazy beliefs like that. You guys just kind of tripped me out right now when you said that. Though. I'm not gonna lie, because I had to think like,
Now he's
I
damn.
love my
guessing.
baby, huh?
'Cause-
That's what you
But
said. huh?
just on instinct, whenever she's like sweeping and stuff, I always lift my feet up. And,
Really?
Or if I don't, she just like goes around me. But now, shit, I gotta make sure I lift my fucking feet up. I guess.
You're
Yeah.
already married. You're fine.
It's too late for you.
Yep,
It's too
we're
late.
done, dude. We
You
got
basically
the
just
old-
said no. It's because I love my wife, and
We
they're
drank-
no, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just
we
kidding.
drank the tea, bro.
Hey,
Migo
dude.
didn't drink the tea.
Nah, man, it costs me a lot of money not drinking the fucking tea though. It's cheaper to drink that shit.
Hey, Pacheco
Maybe.
probably drinks that shit like what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 4:00 in the morning every morning when he's doing.
And it's poured in his glass for him.
Oh shit, he's gonna listen to this. I love you, dog. I love you. I'm just playing.
Rob's a liar.
Nobody drip blood into your wine glass and shit.
Oh my god, dude.
That's
All
funny.
right, let's move on.
This is a very irony cabernet.
So, fuck.
Moving on swiftly.
So you don't ever remember like is there any strange belief? I'm just gonna say it, dude. I don't know how to fucking say it politically correct. Is there any strange beliefs that you feel that black people have that other people don't when it comes to marriage and love or situations like that, like we're talking about right now?
Not that I could think of right now. You know, so you put me on the spot. No, not that I could really think of. And I'm pretty sure I'll probably think of one once we're done
we
recording.
leave.
On your way home?
You know,
Have you ever
But-
have you ever had an aunt that had live chickens and they told you, hey, don't go over your aunt's house? It's got the chickens.
He's like, that was
I'll
oddly
be honest,
specific.
bro. Look,
Like,
I grew up with black people, white people, every type of people in different foster homes, and I know the black culture pretty well, and I can't think of anything besides a lot of the Louisiana stuff to be any type of like superstitions like us Mexicans do, you know?
Really?
Yeah, like La Llorona, what is
La
it?
Llorona?
Llorona, and there's
El
a Puerto
Cucuy.
Rican. There's a Puerto Rican thing about some lady that's I forget the name of it, but it's really well known in Puerto Rico. That bitch is crazy. She'll kill you.
Parents just tell you that shit when you're supposed to be going to
But
bed and
there's
you're
always
acting up.
some truth to something, bro. You know, it's somewhere there was some crazy bitch killing people. That's what it, you know.
All right, we're gonna get away from the killing shit before you go too
Oh,
deep,
my
Rob.
bad. I love the fans. Don't want to go there.
but you know, everyone has their like strange sayings, I guess.
Right?
You know, when it comes to love, that's just different races or just in general. You know, I can remember my grandfather, my great grandfather, telling me when I was a kid. Okay, he's like, just make sure she loves you more than you love her. I don't know where that came from. Right?
That
But
came
that's-
from experience.
That was
That's an
his-
OG pimp right there.
That was my great grandfather. I remember those words vividly.
What about don't be the first one to say I love you?
I remember hearing that.
I heard that shit
Yeah.
all the
I've
time.
heard it. I don't know. I don't know if I was the first one. I don't think I was. I remember going to Redondo Beach, 15 years old, asking my girl to be with me on the pier, though. Had a rose. She had a rose in an envelope I gave her that day. I even made her tapes and shit like a big-ass simp.
The fact that Rob just called himself a simp
Oh,
is
I'm
very,
simped
very...
out, bro. I'm a
Yeah.
big-ass simp, man.
Yeah,
Not as
we can
big as
tell.
Pacheco because I stay in trouble all the time. But yeah, I'm a simp, man. Not as bad as I used to be, but... No, I mean, I'm more of a simp now. Before, I didn't give a fuck. I'd be, all right, you tripping? I'll be back in 2 days and shit. Come back, you still tripping? All right, give me another 2 days and shit. But
So on the last podcast, and I think the one before, I asked Checo. So on Mother's Day, do you buy your old lady a gift?
hell yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Queen, dog, I gotta make her feel like that.
Ivan.
Yes.
Every Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Every Mother's Day, man. Not just from me, but from the kids as well. If the kids, I make sure that they give their mom something, because, I mean, that's her day, you know?
And she take care of you on Father's Day.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because we saw that you got served that day.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
What? No.
Shots fired.
there's-
Man, I'm gonna start calling you Little Pacheco, dog.
Oh, he...
No, I put that in the group text,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm just following along,
Congratulations,
dog.
But there's
No.
there's more to it, but, you know. Like I said, if this mic gets in my face and I start saying, love you, babe. Thank you.
Now he's pulling up
Oh
Pacheco.
shit. She ain't listening to this, is she? Cause then
She
the
listened to
whole
one episode. I don't know. She might want to
the
listen to
wine
this one.
thing, I don't know about that. I'll get away from that though. But anyways, sorry about that,
Trust me,
ladies.
she
I was
ain't
just
doing
playing.
that, so it ain't.
I'm getting everybody else in trouble now.
Oh no, I just like out of respect
But
for
that's-
they're
I
my
mean-
friends' wives. I can't.
That's your wife, man. How can you got to celebrate her on Mother's Day?
Yeah, but she ain't your mom.
But that's my
you-
wife.
Do you see why he's divorced now?
Do you buy your mom something?
Of course.
Yes.
And you buy your wife something?
Yes.
My wife.
Y'all money makers. That's why.
No, it's even
Mother-in-law.
when I didn't have money. bro.
You buy your mother-in-law
We'll
too.
make sure my mother-in-law gets something. You know.
So
I
what
mean,
kind
it's-
of what kind of gifts do you give your mother-in-law?
Just flowers in the past. Done that.
Now,
Or card. Make sure she has a card. But I'll always reach out to her. You know, Happy Mother's Day.
I always gave my mother-in-law something because she always did better than her daughter. Like seriously, like it
treated
sounds
you
really
better.
fucked
She
up.
treated
Like
you
yeah,
better.
like there was a time where we
not
were
wrong, though.
we were living in Bakersfield, but I had lost my job. And I took this dude that I knew was like, hey, man, I'll let you run this tire shop in Dinuba. So Dinuba was like 45 minutes past her parents' house. So about 2 hours away from where we lived. So I stayed during the week with her parents, driving up to Dinuba. Shit, I'd leave in the morning. I had my lunch packed. Coffee was ready in the morning. I'd come back. Dinner was ready. Go take a shower. Relax for a minute. Dinner's ready when you're ready. All right. Shit, can I move in
Yeah,
here?
that's true. So you did that because she showed you love, bro.
Yeah, dude, she was good. You know
That's
what I mean?
So that's what I do for my wife because she shows me love. So
Give my wife a pack of rocks.
Dude,
And said to
she
kick him.
gets whatever she sends me a list, bro, and I make sure whatever's on that list she gets, and not out of being because I have money or anything like that. Just because, like, it's not much, and then I take her to dinner, and then we'll go out on the town and spend the night, spend the evening. It's more for us, dude. Like the kids, they'll be there that day for a little bit, couple hours, and they're
Right.
gone, and then the rest of the time it's just me and her.
That's cool.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask. So, like, what kind of gifts at this point? How long you been married?
19 years.
19 years. At this point, 19 years. What kind of gifts are left to give your wife?
I basically just let her, choose what she wants. Because over the years, I've learned in the past, what she likes and doesn't like. Right now, it's just basically just whatever the needs are at the time,
Right.
Like this Mother's Day, she just wanted to get away for a night. So that's why just booked the room, went out to dinner,
I'm sorry, you said that, and I pictured her sitting in a fucking hotel room by herself.
Nah.
Oh, without you,
Hey,
like,
but
that's
hey,
what I want, motherfuckers, for Mother's Day to get the fuck
But
away
if
from
that's
everybody.
what she wanted, Cool, that's what she wanted. I remember from kids growing up, Father's Day, I would just like to spend the day with the kids.
Right.
So we would routinely like go to a movie. Okay, I fucking enjoyed that. I loved that shit. 'Cause that's me taking my kids out, taking my seeds out, just spending the day with them.
That's the way it should be, though, right? Like, if you're going to enjoy the day, then that's what it's centered basically around that, right? And I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it seems like no matter what you're celebrating, it's always around your kids, right?
Right.
Or there's some sort of consideration to them to some degree, right?
Yep.
And at the same time, like, my kids like us when we're all together as one.
Right.
So it's like we're celebrating Mother's Day, but it's just a time, and that's me, bro. Like, and Pacheco gets mad at me because I'd rather take my family to Hawaii than buy a house, And he's like,
Right.
"What the fuck are you doing?" Like, and then I'm like, "Well, bro, like, they're not gonna remember me working every day, They're gonna remember me fucking taking them somewhere." So, and I didn't have shit growing up, so everything I do for my kids, the little things I did with my dad and my mom. Went to Disneyland, and that memory is in my head forever, And my kids, they've been to Disneyland so much. We do a lot, So I just want, and I tell my kids, like, this is what I want you to do with your kids. I want you to go and fucking spend time with them, Because family to me is not just blood, man. Blood, it's you got people who are your blood who you don't even know. Family to me is time spent,
Right.
Like us, like what we're doing now, what we did on the weekend for Big Lou for his birthday, like that's family, bro. That's type of shit that I love, and I try to teach my kids. And anytime they try to act any other way, I check them, and I tell them, hey, that's not what life's about.
Right.
Life's about family and treating people right, Because you never know, man. You never know when that person you treated right is gonna either be there for you down the line or help you out in a situation.
Hey, pull that mic just a little bit closer to you. So, it's crazy because, we sit and we always talk about, the love in your relationship, the love in your life, and all these kind of things, and there's all this shit out right now, like with TikTok and all these different apps with these people and husband and wife. Like, there's ones where they pull pranks on each other, right? And they're like out of pocket pranks, bro. Like, there's no fuck. You get the fuck out of here. Hey, do that shit. Would you ever have a relationship like that with your wife, Ivan? I mean, I know your wife, but the listeners don't.
She wouldn't be down for pranks and stuff. You can see some outrageous stuff. Like one one in particular, I thought it was pretty funny. She didn't, where the dude had like a mannequin in the bed with him. Oh. Girl walks in, sees him. He's like he's making out, and the girl comes just flipping out. Grabs the hair and pulls out. She didn't realize it was a mannequin. Then he just starts dying laughing, right? And she was obviously pissed off. But I thought that was pretty funny. But could I do stuff like that with my wife right now? Nah, because we're at that age where stuff like that. That's not how we get down.
Well, there's also one where they talk about the girl leaves for work. The wife leaves for work, and he sends out a text that's supposed to be meant for somebody else, but he sends it to his wife and says, "Hey, she's gone. Come on over." And the fucking wife whips the car back around and runs back inside. Yeah. There's one where, have you seen the one? There's crazy. One where a black guy does it, and the girl comes back and she pulls up. She gets out of the driver's seat and goes to the trunk of her fucking car, and all you see her is coming around the side. She pulls back the slide on her fucking gat. He was like, "Oh shit, no, babe." I was like, "Holy!" So what you get for fucking around, dog?
Yeah,
some bullshit.
That shit's
that's crazy.
That shit, that's called I forget what that's called, but motherfuckers lose it when it comes to your other man.
Hell yeah, you do some shit like that. That's all disrespect. But would you be able to play with your old lady like that?
I do, bro. I joke around with her a lot. it's rare that I go past the limit. Probably if I pee on her in the shower, she'll get mad at me.
I was listening to another podcast the other day. And they were talking about, Tom Segura?
Yeah?
He does that shit to his wife.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah,
fucking
so
funny.
that she'll be like, you motherfucker, but nah, dude, I joke all. My goal every day is to make her laugh, bro, and that's kind of like our relationship. So, I mean, I won't like
She did hook up your enchilada sauce, bro.
Oh yeah, big time, bro, and that's my favorite food that she makes, enchiladas.
Oh, wow. With her
Yeah.
own special sauce.
It might be pieces
I'm
of white chunk
disgusted at
stuff
myself.
on her.
Oh, Jesus
Why you
Christ.
ate it?
Huh?
Don't, dude.
What'd you
Don't
say?
do it. Don't eat it.
No, I said I disgust myself because I said
Oh,
I
I
said.
thought you said I discussed
I'm not as bad as
myself. You will be.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
you
he
meet
will.
the right
No,
one,
no, no.
dog. You,
I
hey,
have yet to, so we'll see.
When you do,
So
if
it-
she's coming, believe that.
So what's gonna happen is you're gonna find a girl.
Yeah, this is great. Warn me.
Yeah, no, watch. You're gonna
He's
find a
get
girl.
his pee wet. It's over.
Yeah, you're gonna get your pee-pee wet, and you're gonna think that, all right, cool, I'm good, and then you're gonna break up because you're gonna be like, well, cool, because now I'll just be in all kinds of good
That's
stuff,
it, bro.
and then you'll go through a dry spell, and then you're gonna hook up with the chick that's gonna fuck your world up. She gonna do some shit to you,
Sunshine.
yeah, and she gonna show you shit you ain't never, and you're gonna nut and sit and shake in bed for a minute.
No seconds.
Yep.
Hey, that's it, dog. You're gonna be like, baby, you want
Here
me
my
Miss
house.
Lopez?
Here my keys.
Miss Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I just met
I'll
you
just
3
take your
hours
word.
ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
They're out there, dog. Believe it. Hey,
Do your thing, Seabass.
I'm trying.
Do your thing, man.
These two motherfuckers.
I'm just playing.
No, you're not.
Everything I say is just called
You so
carilla.
sorely want to see that shit happen to me.
Well,
I
you
have- I
fall
have-
in love, of course, bro. Like I said, like me, man. I'm a big person for the younger generation, bro. I'm a big positive person. Like older fools kind of cranky and talk shit and put people down. Like me, dog. For these
Wait, look at
youth,
me.
for these youth,
Because you looked
they're
at
our
me.
future, bro. So I mean, like when they need somebody and they have somebody to depend on, man, it's good that they can come to you, you know.
Absolutely.
So I'm not saying Seabass needs to come to me because he has a father and shit.
No, yeah.
Be like,
You would
But
be the last person.
If you gave him a hug, maybe he would be having to text me on the
Fuck
side like
that.
he's
I'm gonna be
been
like-
you
he'd
know
be
what
like-
he text me? He want to come over for Father's
no,
Day.
fuck
man.
that. From now on, he gonna be like,
I'll show you my text. That is some
he
bullshit.
gonna be
Hey,
like,
he got me some for Father's
what, to get
Day.
you the Crocs?
I'm just fucking. You probably did. God damn it.
No, the fuck.
That means he don't like you.
I'm not gonna give Crocs my money. God
But
damn it.
I'm just saying, someday you're gonna find her, dog, and she's gonna be there, and just make sure she loves you more than you love her, huh?
All right,
And
thanks,
don't be the
great
first one to say
granddad.
it.
That's my great grandfather.
Yeah, thanks, great granddad.
You know? It
I've
works
heard
though,
that
right?
shit enough from you.
What?
And if she takes it in the
Maybe
ass the
she-
first date, dump her.
Wow. All right.
What you say? What? If she mates with you the first date, dump her. Is that what you said?
You might have to edit that. I said she takes it in the ass the first date, dump her.
You don't have to edit that. That's right on par for some shit that we say.
Yeah, no,
All
you're
right,
good.
my
dude.
bad. I just don't want the ladies, but the first date, yes, dump her ass.
All right, moving swiftly.
Where were you
onwards.
22 years ago?
Yeah, I know. I gotta.
So let me ask you a question, because we talk about all this love and all this other stuff, right? And I'm going to open up with this question, and I'm going to let you give your answer, and I'm going to tell you kind of a reason why I'm asking. So, but before I do that, I'm going to say I'm not advocating fucking violence against women. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's good or it should happen or whatever. But is there ever a reason for a man to hit a woman?
Never.
Never. Ivan?
I mean,
This will be
it's
interesting.
pretty vague question. I mean,
Well, but
you got to put it at like in certain contexts. I mean,
okay.
if you're trying to, I mean, your life's in jeopardy. Maybe your life's in jeopardy. You got to defend yourself.
Yeah, of course.
You know, that's what I was saying. But other than that, you got to walk away.
So, let's say, let's start soft, right? If a woman slaps you, can you hit her?
Hell no.
Ivan?
You take that on the daily.
I would walk away.
Okay. What if she scratched your face or jumped on your back and scratched your face?
I would still walk away.
Okay.
I
Rob?
would call my sister to come beat that bitch's ass. And I
I'd
would
probably
not
do the same
touch her,
shit.
bro. I wouldn't.
Now, is it just some random woman? Is that what you're saying?
Well, let's say it's your wife. You came home drunk one night. You were out with the boys.
You got
and-
perfume and lipstick on your shoulder.
Oh, come on now. No, you just came home later than you came home later than
Hold on,
expected.
hold
You
on,
made a
hold
bunch
on.
of noise when you
She's
walked
gonna
in.
hit him
No,
just
no,
for
hold on. You
coming
need to
home?
let another motherfucker talk.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he's saying she's coming. He's coming.
Well,
home.
look, dude, I
There's
don't want to
gotta
make
be
him
some
yeah, but I don't
crazy
want to.
shit.
I want him to arrive at that. I don't want to throw that out there and then put
Okay, my
ideas in
bad.
his old lady's
Oh.
head. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I kind of like what Rob said because at least I deserve it, I guess.
Okay, so
But I would walk away, man.
what if your old lady, you came home like that and she's talking to you and she balled up her fist and popped you in the face like a dude?
I would walk away.
Yeah.
You'd walk away.
You have
Yes.
to, bro. What are you gonna do? Hit her
Listen to him.
back?
Fuck that shit. Look, I love women. I've never in my life raised my hand at a woman. However, I always told my boys, if a woman balls up her hand and hits you like a man, you're okay to fucking treat her like a man. Because that's a whole different level of bullshit. I understand if you want to slap me because I did something wrong, okay, well fucking slap me and we'll deal with it when everything's cool. Because I'm going to walk the fuck away. Right? But if you have enough hate and anger in your body for me to ball up your hand and hit me like a fucking dude, now I'm not saying that I'm not gonna hit her with my right hand and give her everything I got. I'm just a little tap on the nose just to make her eyes water enough to make her think about what the fuck she just did.
Listen, if it's the woman you love, you walk away. Okay. Now, if it's just some random person on the street, that's completely different.
Beat that bitch in the face. Is what I've been saying.
That's take the baby powder out, put it in your hand, do what you got to do, smash.
Oh, shit.
Fucking hilarious. Hey, and for those of you that don't fucking know that reference, you need to go on YouTube and look up Russian fucking slapping contest.
Oh,
I think is what it's
that's
called.
hilarious.
Holy shit, Ivan, that's hilarious.
With me, I can't, bro, because, like, growing up,
Because you're whipped.
no, it's growing up where we grew up. The way we are taught is we protect women and children, no matter what.
Right?
So, I mean, if you can't take a punch from a woman and walk away, I mean, what are you gonna get out of hitting her? You know, I'm not saying what are you gonna get out of it?
Well, but I'm gonna get her attention. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like when a child is
mean,
so out of control that they're just nalgazo real quick, just one little tap on the ass, and the child sits up and acts
You're
right.
never little.
Yeah,
Same
but you
thing
know
with
what?
the- same thing with the
these
chick.
laws nowadays, dude, we can't. There's
That's right.
no way, bro.
You're right. They have
You
evolved,
have
and
to
they
think about.
they think that they're equal to men, and that's why they want to ball up their hand and hit you. That's why you got to just
But
tap them
even
one
if
time.
you tap them, bro, you're done.
See,
See, when you tap them, you call the cops first. What's up?
you got to think about the consequences. What's going to happen afterwards? Someone my size, I do something like that. Come on, man, they're going to bury me underneath the jail. There's just
Hey, they'll even
no
take
way.
both people to jail now.
Yeah, they will.
Really?
And neither one of them, if there's any marks on either one of you, you're going to jail, both of you guys.
Yes.
And then you're going to go to these classes and pay all these fines and shit. So like I'm saying, brother, take the punch and walk away.
right. And it
I
might
said-
work out
but
better
if
for
some,
you.
I ain't gonna lie, if some butch came up to me like, "What's up, fool? You want to get down?" I'm like, "Shit, I'm gonna probably have to handle my business, bro." Because I mean, butchers are different,
You
right?
got to take it in within context.
You consider butchers like they're supposed to be men. So when because they square up with people, right? They're the dude in the relationship, right?
Right.
What was it like? Yeah. So
Well, you have one that what's called a lipstick lesbian, right? That's supposed to be really
pretty,
beautiful. That,
yeah.
And then you have the butch, right?
The butch, yeah.
And the butch is usually
Flannel,
like
short hair.
short haired.
that's what I'm saying. Like if I didn't know it was a woman, I'd beat the shit out of her. But after I've found out it was a woman,
You'd feel bad.
I feel bad. Like, can you imagine fight also the titty pop out? Like, what the fuck? Fucking
Holy shit,
I'll be like, damn, I'm sorry for beating your ass, bitch. Put that titty away.
bro, sister, I'm sorry. Fuck, bro. Like,
But I would probably want to like beat that butch's ass for that shit. For
So-
making me hit her and her titty pop.
maybe you just pop her one good time in the titty then, and then be like, hey, sorry, you were attacking me with it.
What is your milk squirts?
I mean, Mingo, you said that's what you.
I think Mingo wants to fight a butch. I think Mingo wants
You
to
said
fight a butch.
that's
because he's like,
what
hey
you,
man,
what
I'm
you
pumped
taught
the
your
fuck
sons,
up.
right?
Right.
Okay, but I know I also taught my son that because I have my son and I have my daughter, and when they're growing up and they get into fights, and James would hit his sister, even though his sister had hit him, I would tell him, you don't put your hands on your sister.
Yes.
Okay, and I would always, I said, I don't care what she does. Okay,
Correct.
you come get me, I'll handle it, but you don't put your hands on your sister.
Correct.
And so, I don't know. I just how I was raised. To respect women. And, I always have my mom, my grandparents.
And, hold on,
and,
though. But
my kids. I just feel like.
He's talking about a crazy woman
But as
coming at you.
just as a man, we're always the protector, right?
right.
So, even in that aspect, it's the woman I love. I'm walking away. If it's something totally different to where, like, I feel like there's no other choice, like I have to, in order to say protect myself, where I can't walk away, then yeah, I got to do what I got to do. But at the same time, I'm not gonna put my all into it. I'm gonna
Right.
do enough to where.
What if you're losing the fight? Say
Well,
she's getting you. What do you? I mean, like, because you're not trying to be tough.
Well, but like, look, let's be honest, dude. Like, you're a big fucking boy.
Yes.
If it was a chick, like, you could fucking grab her by the hair and ragdoll her, anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Grab her by the hair and sit her down, and hey, you need to calm the fuck down. You're not gonna hit me again, or I'm gonna have
Right.
to fuck you up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain shit you can do, right? Like, it doesn't have to go directly there first.
It doesn't, okay? And I've been in a situation on the freeway early in the morning. Dude flips me off, and that's one of my pet peeves, right?
Right.
I hate the wannabe tough guys in the car.
Road rage.
So I was like, pull over.
I would get this motherfucker.
Yeah, at 65, anybody can be hard.
So pulls over. I get out, he gets out, and then his girl gets out too. And they're plastered. Okay,
Okay.
he's drunk. Right?
They're plaster or
Like-
plastered?
No, I'm just
They're
saying
drunk.
there's no way this
I'm-
dude should have been driving.
Okay.
So he steps to me. I didn't hit him. I just pushed him. Don't walk up on me. But I pushed him to where he was like 12 feet down, 12 feet away from me once he got up.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, and that happened twice. But then his girl swung on me. Now, there was absolutely nothing on it, but she connected. Okay, now
Ooh, this shit was
I was
personal, and I didn't even know it.
I was gonna go there.
Oh, I thought you said
But-
I was going down.
I was gonna go there, but then I stopped because I knew if I had went there, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, you were done.
She I mean
Shit.
Yeah.
I hit my phone screen by accident.
she would yeah. It wouldn't have been
You'd have busted her face.
yeah,
My
it would
brother
have
lost
been
to a
all
girl.
bad. So it's just one of those situations where you gotta kind of take emotion out of it. Okay? I mean, words were said. And thank God all I did was push that dude, because if I hit him, I swear, man, I don't even know why he's sitting here right now. but
You
but
probably
it was
running
one of
with
those
the
situations
BGF in
where,
prison.
yeah, probably would have.
Well, that
But
was
you kind of take emotion out of it. But being in that situation, man, the best thing is sometimes it's just to walk away.
You know what's funny is there's two things in what you said that I hear my dad talking to me, is he always told me, if you're sober, never hit a drunk person, because they don't have their faculties. They're not there. They're
Right.
not. It's not real.
Time.
Right. And my dad always said it's always better to be a live chicken than a dead duck. And
Right.
not calling you a chicken for walking away or anybody that does, but it's just it's the right analogy for that situation. Hey, it's better to walk away and not let it end in a bad situation for yourself. Then, I mean, God, dude, could you imagine? You'd probably, I mean, you're a big dude. You'd probably split her face open without even fucking trying. You know what I mean?
Nah, it it bothered me. It bothered me. I mean, once I got where I got, I was like, you know what? I better take a picture of my hands real quick, just in case.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to make sure, like, if anything, like they tried to say something, but you know, like again, sometimes you got to be the bigger man, the bigger person in those types of situations. Had I been in my 20s, it would have been a wrap.
That have both been in their own trunk.
It would have been a wrap because I was a different person back then.
Right.
That's when I had, you know,
Anger
wasn't
issues.
married, no responsibilities,
Right.
nothing I had to really think about. And if someone would have stepped to me like that, there would have been. I wouldn't even second guess it. That dude would have been on the floor. She would have been on the floor too. She would have got the 2-piece, homie. I'm telling you.
She probably only would have took one though.
Yeah.
Two tap.
You're right. No, but yeah,
Double tap
because
that bitch.
I've been in that situation.
Dude, road rage is crazy.
Well, let me ask you this. So we covered that. So, and in all honesty, I probably wouldn't never hit a woman anyways, but that was always just my thing that, hey, if she comes at you like that, if you're ever going to hit a woman, that's the only time that you do.
That's what we were taught
You
in
got to
our
protect yourself.
generation.
Yeah, dude. We were always told never to do that either. And you're absolutely right about your son and your daughter fight. Like, I don't let them put hands on each other. There was one time where I was going to go buy fucking boxing gloves and say, okay, let's get it. You guys want to fuck around? You guys want to fight? Let's go get gloves. Let's get it. But then I looked at Sebastian, and Sebastian has this fucking inner rage that I'm afraid that if somebody ever pushes him over the edge, he's going to fucking black out and just, he's going to go fucking haywire, dude. This shit's going to start sparking out of his ears, and he's going to fucking blow up and black out and wake up fucking bloody, and he's going to be fine.
It's
You know what
only
I mean?
gonna be the blood from that tampon.
And then there's Rob.
That's Sebastian. He's a gentle giant.
That's me
man.
beating it up, but in a different way. Anyways,
Yeah.
Yes,
Very nice.
can't believe I just said that.
That was a
All
good
right.
come around, Sebastian. Nice work.
but no, I feel
Wow.
you, bro. I feel
Yeah.
you.
That dude, I just got that. Okay.
I had a buddy. He told me a story of he had road rage and he was like, "Hey, fuck you, asshole! This and that." Drives down, pulls up to a stop sign, looks to the left, and the dude's at his door and drags him out, puts him in the hospital.
Holy shit.
Nice.
So it's funny. The funny part is he was on a football team, my buddy, right? This when he was in high school, and so I guess the football team knew this dude who beat him
Oh,
up.
is he knocking on the door? What the fuck?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, it's Sebastian. Or they go, it's Milo.
I hate
Sorry.
that you do that shit.
What up,
What's the homie
Vince?
Vince?
What's going
All
on,
right,
man?
What's up, man?
The homie Vince just
up,
got
Milo?
here.
How you doing?
Right on. What's up, big dog? How you doing?
All right. Yeah, just throwing that shit off the chair. What's up?
So, did you catch him outside or what? Right on.
I bought a white water.
Will you bring me one of these, please? Ooh,
He can't have another one. No.
please.
Me too, please.
Bring rounds for everybody. It's a
Get
party.
your diploma yet? Did you go pick it up?
I got it the first day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Just barely got James today. Yeah, I just got it today. Yeah.
So we talked about if you would if there's ever a reason to hit a woman. But let me ask you this. Let's say you're out in fucking public, right? And say it was like one of your guys' anniversaries or whatever. You guys are out. You were at a restaurant, stayed a little bit later than normal, had a few drinks. You're leaving, and you're in the parking lot, about to get in your car, and some dude is beating the shit out of his old lady. What do you do? Go. Who's first? Ivan?
Well, I mean, it's a domestic dispute. I don't know what's going on.
Get in your car and drive away?
I mean, I don't think I could get in my car and necessarily drive away. I probably would confront the dude, but I would be careful in those type of situations because sometimes you get in the middle of that, she could turn on you. So
I had that happen.
my instinct
We need
is
to hear that
to be a
story.
protector and jump in, but at the same time, you do have to be careful with that because
Yeah, because that's a different kind of fucking rage, bro.
yeah, it's a different. Yeah, it is.
Like I said, bro, my whole way being brought up is protecting women and children, so I'm probably gonna get involved in that. Thank you.
You would get involved in it?
Yeah, definitely. If it was in front of me, I'd have to, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, like I said, like we got certain rules and regulations. Like, if you get into domestic violence with your wife and you hit the county jail, the homies are gonna touch you up. They're gonna ask you, "Hey, what you here for?"
Okay, you
know?
said touch you up.
Yeah, they're gonna
Sounds
ask you
weird
what
to
you're
the
here
outside
for. It's
folks.
domestic violence. They're gonna be like, "All right, we'll meet you in the back in about 15 minutes," and they're gonna give you that from the neck down. They're gonna touch you
They're
up.
going to lump you up?
Yep.
No,
Oh.
he wants you to open
That's
it
all right.
up.
We'll take one of those, too.
So,
Fucking Rob.
yeah, bro. If I seen that, it's in my duty as who I am to step in
Thank you.
and handle business. I probably end up getting shot and killed, knowing my dumb ass, but that's just me, you know.
The last time I saw that shit happen was right here on the corner of Ramon and Sierra del Sol.
Oh yeah.
And there was
I
a
remember
dude in a truck, and his old lady was screaming at him, and I just seen that fucking dude take his hand off the steering wheel and just, bah, just right across the fucking chest, bro, like right across the seat, and tapped her right in the fucking
Down the
chin,
fucking
bro. And I
pipe.
was like, holy shit. So like I drove down the road, and I thought to myself, I said, "Self, what are you doing? You don't know if that dude's got a gun in the truck. You don't know what happens if they fucking pull over and they both try to light you up. Like, what are you doing?" So I kind of pulled over for a minute, and I had to turn the other way, dog. Like I couldn't put myself in the middle of it. My kids had just come living with me, and I was like, I can't put myself in
We
that
were in
situation.
the car, or at least I was
Oh,
in the car.
yeah.
I remember being there.
If they were in the car, I'd be like, hell yeah, they got a pass. Keep on going. I don't have to get involved in shit. But
Did you consider calling the cops?
I did. By the way, this is Vince. Vince just joined the show. He was a little bit late with us.
What's up, everybody? It's Vince in the house. What's up? What's up?
How you been, man?
Good, man. You know, just working, hustling on the grind, man.
Been a while since you've been here, man.
Yeah, man.
So you want to give a shout out to your job where you work? Let everybody come by and see you.
Yeah, man. I'm up at Mattress Firm in La Quinta. Anybody want to shoot by? Just say what's up, or come check out our adjustable bases. Come on through.
There you go.
that's right.
That'll be $4.99 when you leave. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be $3.50.
So yeah, I mean, there's so many different things out there, and the weird part now is like there's so many I guess nowadays the weird part for me, or the thing that trips me out now, is that if you got involved, that the woman would turn on you faster because, what do you think, I can't handle myself? It's none of your business. She'd be the one to turn on you quicker than the dude.
Yeah.
I believe that
Because
100%.
They're no, that's
Especially
they're
husband
just,
and wife.
Yep.
Yeah,
no
they're
doubt.
just going through it, you know. Me personally, like I said, I would get, but I teach my son not to.
Yeah.
I would definitely not want my son because he's not brought up with the same rules I have. you
Right.
know. So I would definitely teach my son to walk away. That's their business. Stay away. But me, it's just different, just for me.
Ivan, what did you teach your son and your daughter about shit like that?
Well, starting off with my daughter, just, know her worth. And that's basically, you don't even be around a clown who would do some shit like that. To me, even thinking about that,
Boils your blood, right?
yeah, it does, because that dude he'll be done.
It
I would
happened
fuck
to
him
me,
up.
bro.
There would be no way I would allow. I don't even think she would tell me. I'm not sure if my wife would tell me,
They won't,
because they know that I would fucking just.
bro.
Destroy.
It
Like, oh,
happened to
fuck
me,
yeah.
bro. My baby girl, which was she's the one who spent most of her time with me. Her senior year, she had a full ride offers: Penn State, Stanford, Lafayette College, and Manhattan. 7 full D1 offers, 20, 30 D2 offers. She had to pick a schools wherever she could go. We've been working on this since she was 4 years old. She had been playing softball. Her senior year, leads Palm Springs to DVL championship, leads the league in strikeout, makes first team all DVL, comes out on the news, big time, bro. I got colleges all over me, and she tells me after her senior year playing softball, she says, "Dad, I want to talk to you." I said, "What's going on?" She says, well, she turned 18, and she was like, well, Dad, I want to tell you that I met somebody, you know. And I'm like, you know, cool, you know, and she's like, and I want to take a break from softball, and I don't want to go to college right now. So I kicked her out.
Wow.
I kicked her ass out. She comes back 3 weeks later because my wife's crying, and I kick her ass out again. You know, so for 2 years our relationship was like whatever. She ends up, you know, bringing the dude around, and he's a black guy, and we're cool, and she tells me she wants to get married. So, dude, I even put a damn down payment on a big old wedding, dude. You know, and inside I felt something was wrong because as a father, you know these things. You just know your baby. So, a year passes, and she finally comes back, and 2 years later she comes home. And she tells me, all right, Dad, let's have it out. She breaks up with this guy anyways, and she comes on, let's have it out. You know, every time we talk, it's short, you know. So I tell her, like, you know, you took away something from me that was my dream. You took away our dream. And I understand you met somebody and this and that, but it just wasn't your life, you know, because our vacations were her tournaments. You know, that's all we did was softball tournaments. She's been playing, she was on an 18U team, and she was a starting pitcher. She was 13 years old. That's how good she was.
Wow.
She was amazing, bro. And we would go to these tournaments, bro, and they'd be the best teams in the nation. And it'd be Friday night or Saturday night, and she'd be on the mound just shutting all these big old girls down, dude, with that can't even touch her, dude. She was a pitcher, you know, and everybody just, you know, just knew she was going somewhere. So it hit me hard, bro. It hit me hard because my family, nobody's ever been to college, you know. Here we are with the D1 offers to the biggest schools in the nation, and she's like, I don't want to go. So I even got, her travel ball coach had called me and said they got her a walk-on at Cal State Fullerton.
Oh, wow.
I was like, babe, it's right here, you know? Like, she was like, nah, Dad, I'm done. It's too far.
Wow.
I said, it's in Orange County. What are you talking about? You know? And so we talked, and I told her what she did and you know, what she took from me and our family. And she apologized and stuff, and she ended up getting back into coaching. And now she coaches at Palm Springs High School. And they have the best pitchers in the valley because she's their pitching coach.
Right on.
So anyways, one day I'm at Ruben's practice, and this is after they broke up, and I guess they were trying to get back together. And one of my daughter's best friend, mom, I hear her saying, "Fuck that, I'm gonna tell her." And I see her walking up to me, and she got a look on her, and she told me, bro. This fool fucking
beat on her,
fucking threw rocks at her car, and fucking, I guess, pulled her hair and shit, you know. And I left, and I went looking for him, dude. And I went looking for him for fucking 2 or 3 days in a row. And my daughter, my wife, they're like, you know, they had to calm me down, dude, because, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This fool's ready. I wanted him to feel the way he made my daughter feel.
Exactly.
You know, so they all sat me down, my daughters, and I have 2 strikes. So
Right.
if I even slap this dude, I'm gone for 25 to life. You know, so you know, they calm me down and so. Anyways, I let it go. He moved out of the state. So I bump into his brother, and I didn't know it was his brother because, like, I never really knew that side. And my wife said, "Oh, that's what's his name's brother." So he walks by, he's like, "Oh, hi," to my wife, and I was like, "All right." So when my wife walked away, I was like, "Hey, man, where's your brother at?" He's like, "Oh, he's over here, you know, he's doing good, this and that." I said, "All right, man. Tell him when I see him, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of him." And he just stood all scared, and he looked at me stupid, and I looked at him stupid, and I was waiting for him to say something too, and he didn't say nothing. But dude, till this day, it seems like I have some unfinished business. You know?
Right.
And
Yeah, no doubt.
and like that's one thing. Like we grew up like that. I seen my dad break my mom's jaw Christmas morning, you know.
Wow.
So that was something that I never. That's why with my son, dude, and again, that's why I am the way I am, you know.
Right. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So you have 2 strikes.
Yes.
Is that 2 strikes for life? Like no matter what, like is there a certain point where you can fuck up again and you be cool?
Anything violent, I'll get 25 to life. Any other crime, whatever it said, if I get like 4 years, I get doubled up, so I'll get 8 because
Okay.
I have 2 strikes. So,
Okay. And it'll be like that for life.
for my life, yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Man, that's a hard line, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
But as
why
a-
I don't drink. I only drink here, guys. To tell you, when I'm with Pacheco, cause see,
Yeah.
yeah, he knows that, bro. When I'm with Pacheco and you guys, it's a whole different crowd, bro.
Right.
You know, you're like, and like, it's a place of people where I know I'm okay.
You're safe, yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm with my homies or some other, if I'm with him, I know I'm safe.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if I do something, the only thing that you guys can do for me is send me money, bro.
Right.
Because
Wow.
I'll be gone for the rest of my life.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, well, let me ask you this then, because, you know, you sit here and you talk about, yeah, I have 2 strikes, and if I do something else, then I'll go away. Do you feel like that 3rd strike hanging over your head has been a good thing for you, to hold you back from making those kind of choices?
No. It's not. It has nothing. It's my family, bro.
It's your family,
It's my kids.
but it's your family because you know that
It's
you'd
my
go back
strength,
for
yeah.
life, right?
Yeah, because I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've socked some fool up like 3 months ago and shit. It's, but you know, I guess I don't think about it,
Right.
and I should. And you're right. I should think about that. It's just like it's, you know, I just have a quick switch, bro. I go
Right.
from 0 to 60, and that's just like, I don't like getting to that point in my life because it's been terrible, you know. So
Right.
like I if I get to that 60, bro, like something very, very bad had happened for me to get there, because
Right.
I don't like going there, bro. You know, because it just brings the ugly part of me, a part of my life in me that I've gotten rid of. Being out here and being around good people like you guys and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah,
And-
because I mean, I see it. Like I know, you know what I mean. Like it's below the surface. I understand how you grew up. I understand who you are, so I understand that trigger. But when you hang around like, and you're fucking like, I don't see it, dude. You know what I
That's
mean?
the way I do. That's growing up in foster homes, bro. I've learned every culture, every people. Man, there's shit that I know Filipino. I know, bro. Like, it's just there's been so much pain and hurt that that you're gonna always see me happy. Bro.
Right.
That's just me. I always
just have
try
to.
to crack jokes. I always try to be happy because I don't like to go to be in that bad part of my life, or that I don't like even smelling certain things, fucking like listening to certain songs. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the way I grew up and I wouldn't change it for anything, man. But I would never want that for any of my kids.
Yeah.
Like that. Fuck that. Man.
Sounds like you got some triggers.
Oh hell yeah, I do.
Well, I mean, I think we all do, but I think your triggers are a lot different, dude. And kudos to you for being able to control them over the last. I mean, how long have you been out?
I got out in 2008 in September, bro.
Oh fuck, dude! Look, that's what 13 years.
Yeah.
So
It's the longest I've ever been out, man.
but that goes to show you that you know, you understand where you were, where you are now, and where you want to be. Like that should mean more than anything else to you. Like, fuck, bro.
Yeah. Well, it has a lot to do with my kids, bro, because when I grew up and I noticed that you know, I took care of my brothers and sisters too, so I seen like I can't even take my kids hurt when they're sad or hurt or anything, bro. It's like I have to do something.
Right.
You know, I have to do something because I never want them to feel like that.
Well, but you understand that you're like, I guess we would call you an anomaly because what's it called? The recidivism rate for inmates or ex-cons is fucking huge, bro.
I've been in and out since I was 9 years old, bro. In and out since I was 9 years old, bro.
Like you studied that, right? Ivan, you went to school for criminology, right? So the recidivism rate is huge, right? Like,
it is huge.
You go out and does it give you like does it give you a time of like a timeline of how long, like somebody that was in 8 years, 10 years, how long are they out before they go back?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, tops.
I mean,
Really?
it's that quick because you think about some of the restrictions and stuff that's set up on these guys when they get out. I mean, a lot of times they have to go back to the same neighborhood where they're at before because they have to have that place of residence and stuff like
Right.
that. And then you expect them to do, I mean, it's insane to expect them to do something different than what they were already doing before they went in. And of course, as they revert back.
Some of the terms of parole is you can't hang out with other gang members.
Right.
And some of those gang members are your brothers and cousins and family members.
Right.
So, you know, it's just a catch-22, man.
Yep.
Right.
Nah, you guys are dead on with that, man. You know, dead on, and that's why they call it the revolving door.
That's why I asked you. I don't know if you remember, and I think I did it off air. Like, how long did it take you to kind of reacclimate to being outside? Because to me, because I've never been, thankfully, I don't ever want to be, but you know, being in prison, I would consider that like being, and don't fucking send me nasty letters for what I'm about to say, but I'm assuming that would be like being in the war or being in the military, because there's somebody there telling you what time to go to bed, what time to wake up, where to go, where to be, who to be with, and what time you need to be back, right?
Talking about guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
It is, bro. We had to, like, there's things that I can't say because, of course, you know.
Right.
But, bro, we are in the most shape, the most ready to go. We don't play in there, bro. Our race does not fuck around.
Right.
You know, and you know, people think that, oh, you know, when I was growing up, I was like, hey, fuck yeah, I'm gonna hit you know, juvenile hall. Yeah, I'm there, and then now I'm gonna hit camp. Then went to camps, and then I went, oh, I'm gonna hit YA, and then before you know it, I'm in the county. And these are all stripes, bro. These are all like moving up
Badges of honor.
Yeah, so then you hit prison, and then you get to prison, and there's a bunch of fucking weenies, right? But out of our car, we have to respect them. They have to respect us. So, me personally, I didn't last there long. You know, I ended up, one guy, I don't know if do you guys want to get into this right now?
Is it about killing people?
No, it's about
Not yet.
Not dead stories, right?
No. But,
Okay.
So I go to prison, and I got caught. It was a big old thing, dude. I got caught with an ounce of weed. They gave me 4 years, 8 months for it. Right. Big old story. I think we had a podcast on it. I don't think it aired though, but that's another story. So I get there and I'm there like 10 days, bro, and a dude comes in and he's from in there. You kick it with your own area. So he's from my area, and we're I give him canteen, cosmetics and stuff, and it was weird though because he came in at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And you don't do that, So the word comes back. This fool raped a 14-year-old girl, and he beat her up from the face up. And her mom and her grandma went to find her. And so, I flipped, bro. I had my 3 daughters in my head, and I'm like, here am I giving this fool shit? So I end up,
We'll just say that moment changed your world.
changed.
We're gonna leave it at that.
That changed my world, bro.
It has to. I mean, I understand, and I know that story goes a lot deeper.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stop you right there.
Let's just say this. I was on my way to fire camp to go fight fires and eat steak. Instead, I was in a maximum security prison with a fucking shackle down with mini 14s on me everywhere I went.
Fuck.
So we'll change that. But
that's what I'm talking about, dude. Like
Instant,
that
bro.
world is so crazy. So when you come out and you no longer have somebody telling you when to fucking wake up, when to eat, what to eat, when to go take a shower, when to go do all that. Is it a relief, or is it make your life harder to adjust because you don't have that time limit? You don't have that regimen.
Bro. It's harder. It's hard to get up and go to work every day. That's what real men do. In prison, you ain't got to work.
Right.
You sit there. I mean, yeah, where I was at, you got to be up at 5 in the morning, with your up doing your time.
Right.
They want you doing your time there. They don't want you sleep. You can't sleep all day like everybody thinks. We're up at 5 in the morning, and we have to be up. And we have to be up all day long doing our time. And
I really don't like prison. 5
Well,
o'clock in
dude,
the morning,
It
goddamn.
sucks. But it took a while, bro. What helped me was getting into coaching. My daughter was playing softball, so of course she was badass. So everybody, when you got kids who are really good in sports, everybody's like, hey, that's your daughter. So
Right.
I'm fresh out, and I'm like, yeah, it's my daughter, and then, dude, they asked me to help out because they see my daughter so good,
Right.
and so they asked me, and they would see us at the park by ourselves, almost every day, just working. I'm just spending time with my kids, dude. I loved it because I missed it,
Right.
Every chance I got, I'm like, you guys want to go to the park? I make them breakfast every morning, dude. I'd iron their clothes before school, dude. This was just me every morning when I got out for the first 2 years, bro.
Hey man, stop talking about that.
So
Oh no.
and then
It's
they didn't
already
appreciate
festering.
shit. So then they let me coach baseball, and they had to run my record, and they're like, look, man, you got a fucked up record, but I'm gonna tell you, there's nothing against children, there's nothing against women, so we're gonna give you a chance. And bro, from there I coached since that day. I barely stopped coaching.
Wow.
And I'm barely gonna get back into it with my granddaughter.
But let that be a testament of who you are and what you've been through and what you've changed, and again where you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
Because that's bigger than anything that you've ever done
It
before, and for the homies and for whatever part of that ladder you were on. That doesn't matter anymore, dude.
Don't.
What you're doing now and what you're doing for the kids and what you're doing for yourself and family, that's what's up.
Yep.
That's real.
And that's
all that
real.
other bullshit isn't.
You
know what I mean?
That's why I say there's. Don't get me wrong, bro. Like, a lot of people don't know. Like, I was lucky to meet people who showed me different.
Right.
Like, if you were to tell me the shit that you guys always tell me back then, I wouldn't know what the fuck you guys are talking about, because I knew one thing and one way.
Right.
And and a lot of people say, oh, these people, everybody has a chance to make these, everybody has their own decisions and could get out of the hood, but really they can't, you know. It takes people, it takes somebody, it's like knowing somebody or somebody caring about you to give you that extra little help.
But it also takes an inner strength. It also takes.
Don't get me wrong. There's people that come out of the hood, but you're talking very few to very many.
Right.
You know.
Well, I mean, you are a product of your environment.
Yeah.
If that's what you see and that's what you.
And to this day, bro, I love it. I loved my life. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's hard as fuck. I wouldn't wish upon nobody, but I could never get those days back, bro, where we were chilling and just as kids and jumping off of the bridges into the pool. Yeah, when we got out, maybe we had to run because some fools were chasing us, but you know, it was like that. Every day was a journey in the hood, bro. Yeah. Every day was a different. Every day some
motherfucking adventure.
Every day, bro. Every day, and it's maybe because this fool got killed or this fool got raided or this mom, was on drugs and see what she was doing that night.
Right.
Big old show, you know, like. I took my kids to my neighborhood a few times, and they would laugh. The crackheads and they would sit down. What are you guys laughing about? They're like, Dad, that lady just broke that window because she was arguing with her husband. And then, normal to us, right?
Right.
Like, normal to us, bro. But to them, they couldn't stop. They couldn't get over it. Like shit.
It's a trip. How much you become used to what's around you. How immune you become to shit that other people look at and be like, what the fuck is going on? Such a culture shock. Yeah. Like, you know, I grew up out here and everybody, oh yeah, we're hard, we're fucking ghetto. That was the thing. Oh yeah, we're ghetto, we're fucking. No, we're hood. We're definitely hood.
Well, everybody's
but I tell
hood,
you what,
bro.
dude, when I went to Oakland, I tell you what, that was a fucking culture shock and a half, bro. Like
that's dumping on the trash on the sidewalk type shit because there ain't no trash can.
Bro, the first time so I had to do collections out there, and I would do collections in Oakland till 9:00 at night. And so the first time they took me out, they took me down this little side street, this little community, and it's right behind the stadium where they played, right? But it's it was like dream homes where you go in, then you have one entrada and then one salida in the back. So one in, one out,
that
right?
Means one entrance and one exit for all them white followers.
Right.
Real quick, I paroled to Dream Homes. I lived there for 7 years happily.
Right.
Everybody was like, what do you did there? I'm like, dude, I love it because I'm used to where I'm from. And then nobody was come to my kid's birthday party, so we had to bounce.
Well, people would say, why'd you move back to Thousand Palms? Motherfucker, because everybody knows. Everybody knows each other. I ain't got shit to worry about here. Ain't nobody gonna come fuck with me here. You know what I mean?
There's less weirdos because you know everybody.
Right. So, anyways, they took me, and it was like fucking 8:00 in the morning, bro. And we were driving down this little street, and this girl, I mean, she must have been about 15, 16 years old, bro. She comes out and she stands in front of this 25-foot box truck that we're driving, right, to stop us. Now, we were only going like 10 miles an hour because of a little side street.
She was trying to take herself out.
No. So we stop right in front of her, and she walks over to my side where I'm, hey, baby, how you doing? You looking for a girlfriend? I was like, what the fuck? And she was all cracked out, dude. Lips are all white. She's like you could see it, bro.
Looked like she been eating powdered donuts all night.
Yeah, dude. Like, holy shit, bro. Ashy as fuck. And I told her, I said, hey, dude, get me the fuck out of here. Like, whoa, like it was a fucking trip, dog.
Yeah,
total fucking trip.
The ghetto is crazy, bro.
It's totally fucking. And I thought like out here and being in the hood or whatever, like you have
Today, Junior.
a heightened sense, right? Like you're on high alert.
Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, when the hood's hot.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're watching everything. You're looking at everybody. Somebody you don't know. Be like, hey, motherfucker don't belong here. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? You watching shit, right? Bro, I used to come home fucking drained, bro, because I'm like, fuck, man, like so much shit is going on, right? And I found myself sometimes like we'd go to, like we went down this street one time, and we had to go to this girl's house, right? And she had these dudes, like her house is here, and there was these dudes like, I don't know, four houses down across the street. And they had, like, there was guns on the hood of the car, and their drinks were on the fucking sidewalk. Mind you, this was 8 o'clock in the morning, bro, so I know that they didn't wake up that early to start this. They're still all fucking night, right?
Wow.
And they're playing fucking craps on the street, right? And this little Asian dude that I was working with, oh, we gotta go, fuck that, dude. Drive the fuck by. We're going to the next house. Why? I said, didn't you see those fucking dudes? He said, yeah, but we're not going there. I said, yeah, but she's gonna come to the fucking door, and she's gonna see them, and she's gonna get fucking loud, and fucking come out and yell at us, and then they're gonna come over to find out what the fuck is going on. I don't know about you, I can get myself home, dog. But you got to be able to handle your own shit to get back to the truck.
They had you collecting in the hood?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Did you wear a vest?
But I was good at that shit, bro.
Probably because the way you came at people.
Yeah, I was real calm at first, but sometimes, you know, knuckleheads get knuckleheads. I had a dude pull out a knife. I had somebody let their fucking pit bulls out on me.
I would have did that to you.
All kinds of shit.
I'd have my pit on you for sure.
Well, I told Checo, because we had talked about it before, you know what, dude? I could do that in Oakland all day long, but I won't do it here with Chicanos.
Why is that?
Because it's different. Because even growing up out here, like, motherfuckers will pull that trigger quick on you. Like, you know, they don't fuck around. Like, if you're gonna fight or you get yourself in a position and you move your foot the wrong way and they see it, you're gonna fight. You know what I mean? There's no talking about it. Like, if you move the wrong way, you're gonna get like let's say I'm standing with you, right? Like, the natural thing for me to do so that I'm not confrontational is I move to your side, so that we're talking side by side. If I'm standing in front of you, I'm trying to assert my authority on you, and then if you say something or you could see it in your face, like and I slide my foot back, then that means I'm squaring up on you. We're about to fight, and if you see that, 9 times out of 10, before you know it, you're fighting, because you don't want to get hit first. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna go down. So, and I know that if I go to a Chicano's door, and even if I'm trying to be respectful, because I'm not from their neighborhood or they don't know me, it's going to be different. Yeah. And it's going to be head on. But I can go to any other neighborhood, and I could be cool, and I could play along and do the shit that I'd stand to the side, not be aggressive, talk nice, and get what I want. Like, it's a dance. I used to call it a waltz. The money waltz, because you go in, hey, I'm here from errands. Yeah, so what? I'm here for money. Yeah, I know. Well, I need it. When can you have it? Can somebody lend it to you? Blah, 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 blah. And you do this whole dance with people. And either you end up going home with a payment
or
their fucking, or their shit. And
you know what? It's our culture, bro. We're very violent people.
You know what?
It's in our blood, bro. No bullshit. Our culture, the Aztec culture, is the most violent culture, bro.
But I'll tell you what else, dude. And I didn't know this. I didn't realize this about our culture until I started working for this company that I work for, because it's all Hispanic people that come in. It's all Mexican people that come in, and our language is so. What did I call it? Not derogatory, but it's so
negative.
It's so it's so negative.
Talking shit.
Because you're like, hey,
everything is no.
Oh no, you don't want to go to the store with me? Hey, vamos a la tienda, no?
Oh, fuck you.
No, well, what do you mean no? Like, you already started off for the motherfucker to tell you no. Like, everything is so fucking negative.
You know what they say? They say that
you got that right.
If you're a warrior, because you know, everybody has who they are, and the Aztec culture says, because they trained us in prison. We had to study. So if you're a warrior, you're drawn to conflict.
Right?
That's what they say. Other people are different things. So when you say, oh, if this man and woman are getting into it, it's not just because she's a woman. It's because I want to get on this fool's ass for fucking hitting this woman. You know what I mean? It's in our blood, bro. It's a lot of things in our culture. That dates back to where, you know, we used to rip our hearts out right before we died, and the body's burning and we have to eat it, you know, and that's how you prove that you were You know, if a panther would come take our children, and you would try to stop them, they'd be like, "What are you doing? God just took your child. Let that be, man. You should be blessed."
Yeah.
You know, very, very crazy. It's weird, bro.
A lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
But you had mentioned, or you said, when you were out there in Oakland, how you just felt, you know, a heightened sense of awareness, and you know, you're keeping an eye out, and when you got home, you felt just drained.
Right.
Okay, and that's how I felt when I had to go deliver in Compton and over there in South LA, because just looking out, just
Whole different life, bro.
it was a whole different neighborhood than what I was used to.
Right.
Okay. And so I really had to keep my head on a swivel, and I'm just looking around. And then when I get back to the hotel, I was drained. I swore I lost probably like 5 pounds that week. And so I know some of that was just from stress alone.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because
and
it's
not
just-
only that, you're in those neighborhoods and you got a shitload of expensive things in your truck. So,
Yeah. And
so
I'm delivering
there was-
TV,
yeah.
so places like
You know it's
how-
credit
how do
card
you even
fraud.
know I ordered this. I'd like, and it was just it was crazy time last year during that pandemic time, being out there.
I bet.
And
we were
delivering.
praying for him.
It
We were
was-
in the group text every. We were like, "Ivan, are you alive?"
But
We
it
got
was
you,
it was
dog."
nuts because, I mean, I had drivers just straight up tell me, it's like, look, you don't want to be in this neighborhood after 4:30. So
Damn, it used to be 8.
and, yeah,
Now it's
and there
4:30.
was one time that I was out like close to 8:00 because I finished my route, and I went back into the building, and it was like, hey, there's still stuff that need to go back out. So I grabbed what I could and went out and just started delivering. I'm just grabbing stuff. I don't know where it's at, but it was like one neighborhood I was in. I was like, I'm looking at my watch. I got about
He
maybe
calls the
5 steps
kids.
left, and I was like, right then I just had to make a business decision and just call the building and let them know. And they were like, nah, just come back in. I was like, cool, because I'm on my way.
Hey, dude, I tell you what, dude. You guys, I mean, obviously, you've heard fucking E40 talk about Vallejo, right? Vallejo, California is fucking crazy as fuck, bro. Like, yeah, bro, like shootouts during the fucking day in the
Is that
middle
up
of the
north?
streets, bro. Yeah. So it's like you have, yeah. So you have like Oakland, and then you have Berkeley, and then past Berkeley, you have Vallejo, right? And dude, that city's fucking scandalous, bro. And I remember somebody had skipped from Oakland, so that means that they were in Oakland and they moved to fucking Vallejo, right? So, and this was a perfect time in my life for me to do this job. I had just gotten divorced from their mom.
Yes,
like
man.
my head
Yeah,
wasn't in the
you're
right
good.
place. Like I was angry. I needed somebody to get angry with me and let me get that aggression out and let's get it. So I had gone to Vallejo, and the guys that I worked with were kind of skittish because they didn't understand that, yes, you know what, you got to be nice, but you got to be fucking firm, because these motherfuckers are going to run over you if you don't stand your fucking ground. If you can't, shut the fuck up and let me do it. So I said, I'm going to teach you how to do it, though, because we used to go to the
Well,
fucking
you
door.
like that, right?
Yeah, dude.
That's what I tell you. You're drawn to
Yeah.
conflict.
Yeah, like yeah.
Right? That so they would label
Like
you.
you're good at verbal
They would
judo.
label
Yeah.
you a warrior, dog. So you'd be front line, homie. Grab your shit, let's go.
Fuck that, I'm a
And
leader,
I'm not
dog. I was
talk- and
teaching
I'm not
people.
talking about like in prison. I'm talking about as an Indian.
Right.
That's what they would do.
Right.
You
I
know?
love that he has to specify that.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about prison this time.
Well, because, you know,
Where would I be in prison? In the prison?
you be righteous, homie. You be right there.
But I think what Rob's
Unless they
getting
say,
at
hey.
is just the fact that you know how to read people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when you talk to someone,
yes.
you know, you can see body language and stuff like that because you
Yeah.
you just talked about it.
Yeah.
So you knew, like, okay, if this conversation is going the right way or if this conversation is going another way.
That is a skill, so you can
Yeah.
train that.
Yeah.
Teach that.
Well, you know what's funny is it's funny that you say that. My sister has her master's in what is it? management communication or some shit like that. It's this brand new thing that this new master's program that they came out with, and she's actually helping writing and teaching it for St. Mary's, and this is the kind of shit that they teach. And she would call me after class. She's like, holy shit, dude, you need to take this class. Like, you should be teaching this shit. Like, it's and she would tell me, she said, it's so weird. I'm sitting in this room full of fucking white people, and the teacher's saying all this shit, and she's like, I did that every day growing up. What the fuck are you talking about? Those are just like basic survival skills. And she says, and I sit around and the teacher starts talking, and you see the fucking light bulbs going off in these white people's head all across the room. Like, oh, like, but it's so easy. It's such a, but that's why we as a race and Ivan, you guys do it too. And I don't know. I know that sounds fucked up, but I don't know how to say it.
It's
where
okay.
It's not.
I'm black. Just in
We
case
know
you're
your heart.
wondering.
As long as we know your heart, it's all that matters.
We know that we can chameleon in any fucking room. There is absolutely no room that I can't walk in and mingle with any crowd
I'm the same
and
way.
be
bro.
on their fucking level.
I mean, it's funny you say that because, I grew up in San Dimas.
Right.
There's all different cultures. There's white, Latino, Asians. I had Arabic friends. But I used to laugh at my brother because he had all these different friends. But he would always, when he's talking to a black friend, he's gonna talk one way. When he's talking to a white friend, he talk one way. And I would just laugh when it was just me and him alone. And I was like, dude, you change how you talk when you're talking to that guy. And he's like, yeah, that's when I'm talking to my friend, so I can relate to him. So but he just like you, he got along with everybody,
right?
But it was because he was able to do that. But to me it was funny, but that was my brother.
It's funny, Sebastian tells me that shit all the time. I know who you're talking to on the phone just by the way you talk. He said, because I'll have a homie that'll call me and be like, oh, what up, dog? What you like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's how we get along. That's how we interact. Right. You know what I mean? Like, so
and then somebody else calls, yes, sir, how you doing? No problem.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, dude.
On customer service voice.
Yeah.
But it's really like, so anyways, so I end up going to Vallejo. I find this guy, right? And so I found his address and I go up to Vallejo. He's living in these fucked up apartments, bro. And like they have really old apartments there where like the hallways are real thin. And like my shoulders, bro, would almost rub if I walked straight. But I couldn't turn sideways because then my buns would rub. No, I'm just kidding. So we would go and like I would go past the door and stand on the other side. I never stood in front of a fucking door. So
no, you might take a shotgun to that motherfucker, dog.
Right? So this guy
I'd be like, this was collected. What? I've
Yeah,
been
right?
up 5 days. Fuck yeah,
come to my house. So and the little Filipino kid that I was working with stood in front of the door. I fucking pushed him out. Don't ever fucking stand in front of the door, dude, and don't stand that fucking close to me. Because if that
He's like,
motherfucker
fuck,
shoots,
dog, they pay us $8 an hour. What are we doing here?
right? Say, hey, dude, if that motherfucker shoots through the door, he's gonna hit you, not me, because I'm not standing there. First of all, if the motherfucker comes rushing out, I have to be able to take a step back to hit him, so he doesn't fuck us up. If you're standing right behind me, we're both going down.
And you did this every day?
Every day, bro.
Dude, you loved your job, huh?
Yeah,
You must have,
He
man.
wanted
That's
to fuck
crazy.
somebody up, huh?
bro. It was I was waiting for it, dude.
You
I
hope
remember
some shit came down.
I remember the first time, bro. It's gonna sound really fucked up, but the first day they took me out, right? So it was that girl, and then they told me, hey, we want you to go with us to this dude's house because he tried to scare us every time we go. I was like, fuck, okay, I'll go with you. So when they both had gone to the bathroom, they'd walked out of the office or whatever. So I went and I pulled up the dude's file, right? And I pull up his file. He's like fucking 6'3", 285 fucking pounds. And I'm like, oh, this dude's a fucking monster. All right, cool. So we go, and I'm in the passenger seat. So I said, all right, I want you to back up the truck into the driveway, and I want you to put the ass end of the truck just right in front of the door. And I want you to leave it in fucking reverse while I knock on the door. Because it beep, beep, beep. He said, dude, you gonna piss him off. I'll get him to come to the fucking door. Don't worry about it. I got it.
That's a little trick of the trade.
So he's sitting there, and when he did that, I dropped the back of the gate. I lifted up the gate, and I grabbed a fucking dolly. So I put the dolly kind of in front of the door so that if he did come out, the dolly's there between us. You know what I mean? Like I got a little leeway, right? So I fucking start knocking on the door, and no matter what fucking door you knocked on in Oakland, it all sounded like that fucking door on Friday. Clack, 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 clack. And this dude comes to the fucking door, bro. And the door's white, okay? The inside of the house, he didn't have any lights on. And he was dark, bro. So I'm trying to look at the door, trying to figure out where the fuck he's at, right? Not talking shit, but this is what I was doing. And I'm like, all right, where the fuck's he at? And I said something. I was like, hey, I said, I'm here from Aaron's. He said, hey, man, can you have him put that shit in park so it don't make that noise anymore? I was like, yeah, all right. So I told him, I do in the mirror, like, go ahead, put it in park. So I put it in park, and I said, yeah, I said, I'm here about the payment. I said, I've been here a couple times trying to get in contact with you. He said, yeah, my old lady made the payment. I said, oh, she did? She said, yeah. She said she made it on the internet. I said, cool, why don't you go bring me the receipt right quick? And he said, oh, my old lady's in the shower. I said, come on, dog. We both know if your old lady's in the shower, she don't lock the door. Go ask her to get you the receipt. Then he smiled, bro, and he had one fucking gold tooth, and that's what I saw. And I was like, okay, now I know where you are. Now I know where to talk to. And he started.
You sending him to go get a note from a receipt from his lady and shit. Dude, if you sent me, I'd have started hitting. I'd have left you out the way,
like,
but I'd have came back.
But he went. He was like, nah, man. All right, you got me. She ain't paid. I said, all right, cool. Well, I need to go ahead and make a payment, dog. I need to pick it up. You know what I mean? I said, I ain't. What are we gonna do? Well, how much I owe you? All right, all right, cool. He went back inside, pulled me cash, dude. Popped it in my hand like nothing. All right, cool. Here's your receipt, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Be back in a couple months.
Yeah, right. I said I don't have to come out no more, bro. My name is Mingo. I'm the new manager there. If you had any kind of problem, you're not gonna be able to make your payment on time. Give me a call and let's make an appointment. That way I don't have to come back out to your house. All right, cool, man. Thanks. All right, done.
So where you come at people.
Yeah, bro. It's like,
and that goes into you being able to,
even though you couldn't see him.
Holy shit! But I'm not gonna fucking lie, dude. I was scared as fuck in Oakland half the time because I didn't know. Like it was a different. There was just a different vibe, and they were doing those. God damn it! They was doing those fucking shows where they were talking about like the murders in cities and shit.
Oh.
And
I thought Murder Talk was out of the
and
picture.
85%.
It's out if you're the one that's talking about somebody
I'm
who
just
you
saying,
knew was killed.
Well, I'm not gonna give you a specific person that
You-
died. I'm just
hold on. You
That he
opening the
knew
doors. What you
personally.
telling me? I just want to get Seabass to look.
so where I would have to go and do this shit, right? 85% of our customers that were in Oakland were in what they called the killing zone.
Wow.
So wherever I went, I had to be on fucking a high alert. Like,
Definitely wasn't Raider football.
He
by the
would give
Raider
us an
Stadium.
idea of when he would come home during the summer when we'd be up there. And it'd come past that time, and I'm like, is he going to come home?
Dad,
Wow.
Like,
yeah,
fuck, dog, to collect furniture?
fuck yeah, bro. But hey, bro, you know what? They were running that department. They were running so like Aaron's lets them get to I think 35% unpaid for the first bucket. So like within like the first 15 days, 35% of whoever owed in those first 15 days, they knew weren't going to pay and would go into their second bucket, right? So we would call, and then we'd start visiting after a certain amount of days. So when I got there, they were only collecting like 45% of their monthly money because people wouldn't fucking pay.
Punking them.
Damn.
Dude,
Punking you guys,
my
bro.
first fucking 2 weeks, bro, and we collected, I think it was 87% or 93%, bro.
Nice.
And I kept it like that for the fucking 6 years I worked there. Fuck that. Bro, we're not gonna fuck around, bro. Look, you know what I mean? And one lady came in one time, I remember, she man, you a motherfucker. But you fair though, dog, but you fair. We cool.
Just
All
pay
right.
for your shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Do, man.
I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna fuck with you. Look, I don't want to be here just like you don't want me here. But if I'm gonna come here and then you're gonna hide, well, I'm gonna make a spectacle. I'm gonna let everybody know I'm here. You know what I mean? So, anyways, back to that story of Vallejo. So found out where this guy was. He's in these little shitty fucking apartments, right?
Hallways are too thin for you.
Yes. So I went up. So he was like, "Here's the apartment, right?" And here's the face into the parking lot. So you had to go up and back that way on the ladders to get to that top where he was, and he was on that far corner. So I go and I knock, right, and his kid comes to the door. I say kid, but he was like the fucking size of Lou's kid. Like he was 6'3", 250 pounds, big boy, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, yo, Dad, Aaron's is here.
Yeah. No, dude, I fucking knock on the door and say, hey, is so-and-so here? Nah, man, he ain't here right now. Like super, like he just got fucking stoned off his ass and didn't want to talk. I said, oh, he's not here? No. I said, how old are you? Oh, I'm 15. Damn, and he lets you stay here by yourself? Yeah. I said, well, let me ask you a question. I said, if there was an emergency and you had to get a hold of him, how would you get a hold of him? I don't know. Who would you get a hold of in an emergency? And all of a sudden, his uncle comes out that fucking back room. Motherfucker, don't be jamming up my nephew like that, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, then why don't you come to the door and be a man and let's talk about why I'm here. Fuck you, motherfucker, don't come to my house, woo. I said, sir, all you got to do is come to the door. I'll put my hands behind my back, sir, I ain't gonna hurt you. Just come to the door, let's talk about what's going on. Let's figure it out. Fuck you, motherfucker, are you threatening me, blah, blah, blah? Threatening? No, sir. I'm asking you to come to the door and handle business. That's all I'm asking you to do. Fuck you, I'm gonna call your boss. I said, well, then why don't you come to the door and get my card and I'll write my name on that bitch so that you get it right when you call. Right? Fuck you, if I come out there, I'm gonna fuck you up. Cool. Come on out. Let's get it taken care of. Whatever we gotta do to get this resolved. Because I'm leaving with a payment or I'm leaving with my shit. So what's it gonna be?
And it's him?
And it's him. It's the guy that owes.
All right.
But he had put his 15-year-old nephew out there because he didn't want to come to the door and talk to me. Because I was jamming him up. He got pissed off. Right. So I was like, well, come on out. And he wouldn't come to the fucking... And by this time, there's fucking people starting to hang out at the bottom of the fucking stairs. Like, oh, this motherfucker gonna fuck this dude up, right?
Every day.
Right?
Look, dog, I'm telling you.
It's like, right, it's like channels, you know what I mean? Fuck Spectrum, we got it right here.
Yeah.
So the motherfucker wouldn't, like, I stood there, dude. I egged him on as much as I could without cussing at him, right? Motherfucker wouldn't come to the door.
You should have whispered in his ear. His mama was a hoe.
So I started walking downstairs, bro. I made it to the bottom stair and started walking back towards the truck after about 15 minutes. This motherfucker comes running to the door and slams it open. Oh, where are you at now, motherfucker? Oh, shit. Good you came out. I turned back around, started going back up the stairs. Motherfucker shut the door. His screen door slammed his door shut. And everybody was laughing. Yeah, you punk bitch. Blah, blah. I was like, wow, how fucked up is it? Like, that's when you know you lived up in a fucking fucked up neighborhood when your neighbors are talking shit to you because some fucking guy came to collect on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, fuck, there's so many fucking, like, I lived, like, so I worked here, and then there was an alleyway between us and a tire store next door.
Oh, yeah.
And there was these dudes that, they came in, and the parking lot was in the back, because we had our store, and then we had, our warehouse was in the back of the Aaron store, and then the tire store next door, so they would drive through and park in the back. Well, these dudes drove through to the back, whipped around the parking lot, came and parked by my side doors, and you know, tire shops put out tires to advertise, right?
Right.
Tell me why these motherfuckers snagged 4 tires, threw them in the car, and bounced.
All different, huh?
And fucking bounced, bro. I was like, who the fuck steals tires like
They
that?
weren't even the same kind of tires.
That's crazy.
Probably not
4
even the size
different.
they needed.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
It's the hood, dog.
Wow.
What's the scariest shit you saw when you were doing in Compton?
Well, it just had to be the dogs.
Oh,
And I was never afraid of dogs. And never even thought about it. All the times I worked for my company and delivering and training drivers and stuff. It never bothered me at all. You know, I've been been on a car with a driver, and the dog come running to the door, and the driver take off, leave me in the yard. I'm like, dude, why are you running?
You're gonna make it worse.
Yeah, you make it worse. But when I was there in Compton, it seemed like every yard either had a pit bull or a German Shepherd, and
Those will bite
they
your ass.
hated UPS. You know?
Get your ass, Mr. Postman.
Get that guy to the ground.
So
Right?
I made sure when I pull up to a house, I'm yelling. That's what we're supposed to do. The driver's supposed to announce,
Right.
say, hey, UPS, call to alert that, hey, you're here. 9 times out of 10, people come out their house. And so that's what I would do. You know, I would yell until someone came out the house. Someone come out the house and said, look, I was like, because I'm
Get
looking for
inside,
any
Spike.
type of signs of life, like our, dog shit or whatever the case, toys,
Right.
Dog house or whatever the case may be, because I'm not going to enter that yard, because if I see that. But there was one time I entered the yard, I yelled out, I didn't see anything, and then I dropped the package. I was walking up to the front door, comes a dog out, sticking, moving. Dropped the package, closed the gate. He's like, oh, it's cool. And I was like, no, it ain't cool, man. It's
They
not
always
cool.
say that.
He was fast.
They
No.
always say,
I
"Oh,
said,
their
nah, it's
dog's
not
gonna
cool.
bite."
I said, we're good. Your package is right there, sir.
I'm
You
out.
just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Okay? Because,
You know what's crazy, Ivan, is, for instance, like, I'm from that area. So if I was to see, I'm thinking I'm 15, 16 years old, UPS pull up, I'm double looking like, is that a UPS truck? Let's
Yeah.
get that motherfucker. Where's he at? I mean, dude, like,
but that's
Straight
was the
up.
crazy thing. I wasn't
Yeah.
in a UPS truck. I was in
Oh.
a rental van.
oh, okay.
So
Oh,
I
shit.
was even more like,
Cognito.
Yeah.
I was. So guys, they see me pull up, they're looking at me crazy.
Yeah, they're like, who's this motherfucker
looking
in
at
a
me
rental truck,
crazy.
huh?
A windowless van.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
A windowless
Yeah,
van.
and that's-
pulling up to the
Yep.
fucking front yard.
And that's where I was, and they were looking at me crazy. I had a guy just look at me crazy, like
That's how everybody looks at
he
each
didn't.
other.
Not delivering to his house. He looked at me so crazy,
And you're the nice
And here I
delivery
am.
guy.
Here I am, and my Browns and everything. I'm giving him his bag. He's looking at me like
Your ass
what's
off
going
my
on?
porch, motherfucker.
Like you like undercover or some shit.
Well, that's
the
because
way he was
you
looking
a
at me,
big boy, though. Ivan,
You
like,
know, but it was like it was
Nah,
a,
they're
it was
sizing
a
him
totally
up.
different world, man.
As soon as you walking up, like like being from the ghetto like me is like, instead of saying, "Oh, it's a UPS man," like you guys think,
Right.
I'll be like, "Can I fuck that fool up? Can I beat it? Nah, that fool's too big. I'm gonna give him a pass and shit." You know?
I believe that 100%, man. Because
Yeah.
it was just,
It's crazy how
it
everything's
was-
sized
some
up
people
and,
were like
you know.
really cool, but some people they're on their guard. You know, some people
And-
would give me a little warning. It's like, yeah, they got a dog. You don't want to go in there. But there was always people out. You know, it was the pandemic. It was everybody was pretty much home for the most part. But it was just one of those things that, yeah, I was on high alert, man.
Do you
I
think?
just-
Do you think like you guys are considered like the man, like UPS delivery guys? You know what I mean?
No.
Like, do you think
I'm sure they always think like that's an undercover popo right there.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause
But
you
we
you
used to think that
understand,
from
you
the
understand, like,
mailman, UPS guys and
cause
stuff
you're
like
telling me this
Really?
guy, the guy had he was really confront, like really
confrontational.
He wasn't.
Not
He just had to
confrontation-
look like
he was on alert.
he was on high alert.
Yeah.
You know.
So, what I'm saying is like for us, like that's us, bro. Like when we're in the hood and we see things that, like, we know everything, everybody, every
Right.
time. So when we see something out of the ordinary,
Exactly.
we're out
That's
of
what
way
it
like,
was.
hey,
That's what I was.
what's up?
That's what I
And this
was,
is no
exactly.
bullshit because it's not nothing toward like, oh, we're being crazy or nothing like
Right.
that. Because sometimes, bro, literally, like, you got to walk from car to car to get away,
Oh, yeah.
home, just to get home and shit. That's how crazy it is, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's
You know,
exactly
so-
what it was. I knew what it was. That it was just because you see your UPS guy, you know typically
Yeah.
who your UPS guy
Yeah.
is, and then all of a sudden
Somebody
there's something
else,
totally
different car.
you know, and they're not even delivering out a truck; they're out of a freaking
Now,
rental van.
do you think that's like the way our people are, the way it has a lot to do with the way we've been treated?
Oh, for sure.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So
For sure.
a lot of these
I
people,
talked a lot of, like, you know, how nervous I was, but I'd never seen that many cops before in my life.
that's what I'm saying.
There
bro.
was cops on every single block, and there was times where, at least a couple times where I had to take a different route because a street was shut down.
Yeah.
There was some type of police activity going on, but there was always a cop around, always.
And that's what it is like when like it's almost like they're traumatized. We're traumatized from the shit that and it's just shit that we were taught. You know?
Yeah.
That you see growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember one time we were in the neighborhood, and it just seemed weird. Things seemed out of place. The mailman came a little too early. You know, it was just weird. And I remember I was rolling a joint, and I look up. There was a Bethel Towers, an 18-story building right across the street from our neighborhood.
Okay.
And I remember I seen this little red light, like way in one of the rooms up there, and I told the homies, we're about to get raided, man. So one of the homies that just broke out of YA was right there. I'm like, oh, so you got to bounce, homie.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, we had a couple customers come through there, you know, handle some business, and I remember I lit up the joint. The next thing, I was just looking around. Everything seemed slow motion. And you see people jumping out of cars parked on the street,
Oh, wow.
coming from the Circle K. Just all these cops rushed. I mean, it was a big old fucking raid. You know what I mean? That's when Pete Wilson hit everybody with the fucking raids.
Wow.
You know, back in '93.
That was right after
but-
Peachtree.
But to the point that we're all talking about right now, I seen that firsthand where it's like, you know, they're literally undercover. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? They're undercover.
Right.
The mailman was undercover. I mean, the people sitting in the cars, the guys that look like bums were undercover. They're all fucking
Damn.
detectives.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, when in our neighborhood, after that, anytime we saw a UPS guy, postman, whoever, we thought, could it be? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Could it be? We got to be careful. We got to,
That's
you
the
know.
No, that makes sense because that's how that guy was looking at me. Like, he was like looking at me, but kind of like looking through me, around me,
He
just
was
like
feeling you out.
trying to see like what's up. And I was like kind of like, you know, what's wrong with this one? I'm just trying to do my job, you know. Here's your package. But there was none of that. I just like no emotion whatsoever, you know. And then I had to deliver to that dude's house again. Second time,
It was like
a little bit more cool, little, you know, like cordial.
Right.
Not cool, but just cordial. Okay. But I was glad I didn't have that house for the rest of the week. I was like, that dude is crazy, you know.
He probably had a gun on him.
I'm pretty sure he did.
If they asked you to go back and do it again, would you go?
You know, it's my job. You know, it's what I do. And because, you know, of my title and
Balls to the walls. Huh?
that's, yeah. And I never want to be that dude as far as like say I won't do something,
Right.
you know. But yeah, I do it. I mean, if anything were to happen, I always tell Marta, hey, you got a good case. Okay.
You know what's a trip, and this is what happens like because of the shit we've been through. Like, say for instance, you feel that way when you walk in, and a lot like you're going to that area, but if you, it's a mental thing, bro.
Oh, for sure.
It's a mental thing, 100%, because
Absolutely.
you think about it, like sometimes you gotta like I'm a big person of like checking my thoughts, like the same way when a motherfucker acts stupid and you gotta check them, the same way when my mind or acts stupid or you're feeling a certain way, I check my shit.
Right.
Grab your shit, pay the fuck attention. When I go to the hood, I always, you know, of course my mind's going crazy on my way down there, and then you gotta break it down and think about it, like we're not animals.
Right.
You know, we're not animals to where they're gonna fucking kill us just when we step out there. And I'm telling myself this, like, man, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Like, this is, snap out of it, grab your shit. It's not really like that. This is just what happened to you in the past has got you thinking like this. So
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta check your fucking thoughts, bro, and be like, look, like you said, I just got a job to do.
Right.
That's it. You know, and I wish that our people wouldn't make our own people feel this way.
Right.
You understand? Because
Right.
it's our own people destroying our own people.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. There was only because of what some of the drivers there had said to me. Like, they're telling me before I went down there that, hey, be careful, because they've been pulling drivers out of cars, stripping them butt ass naked, taking the car, and leaving the driver to walk back.
So
to
every
the
time a car
yeah.
looks at you funny, you picture yourself butt naked.
Like,
running
hey, I
and
was
shit.
just like,
But
but
it's
I was,
true,
I
right?
was, I
It's a
was,
mental
yeah, I
thing.
was, preparing myself, always looking, just, yeah, I got a job to do. I'm gonna do my job, but I'm gonna do my job, and still, I'm looking out, or my safety is my priority. Not just just doing my job as well, but yeah, I was on a heightened sense of awareness, making sure I'm looking out, make sure I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, because I didn't want that to happen. And in the neighborhood, because I asked the driver who worked out of that building, I was like, look, dude, I'm not from around here. My family found out I was
ever
coming
do
here.
that.
They were like, oh, he's like, you know what, man, you're good. So I was like, look, is there any neighborhoods I really got to be worried about? He's like, yeah, there's some certain neighborhoods, but you know what? I said, do they really mess with the drivers? He's like, man, you just go in there and do your job. No one really messes with you. You should be fine. But it was that
And as
reassurance, and that was the reassurance. That's all I needed. It
It's
was
a
like,
mental thing. It's like when I'm in, like, I know when I was younger and I go to the county jail, like, I'm not getting out. If I'm lucky, I'll get out. Motherfuckers, as soon as they get there, they're like, hey man, I need to get out, this and that. And I'm like, bro, grab a fucking pillow, bro. You ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So it's an emotional thing that your mind is trying to fucking fuck you and trick you and tell you this, and in your mind you think, oh, I could get out, I could do this, I could get out. In my head, I ain't having my family pay $5,000 to get me out of this motherfucker, and I'll be out in a week or two.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that. So I mentally prepared myself for shit, and that's what I always do now, bro. Like I just mentally prepare myself and know that God got me, bro. And if it's my turn to die, it's my turn to die. I've never feared death. The only thing I fear is my kids being without me, and
Right.
seeing their face being without me. I couldn't. That's why that's the only thing I worry about. But and me dying, like, bro, there's been times where my fucking, I'm in so much pain and I'm still like, fuck it, like, just do it, like just get it over with, like, and then, like that's just a mental state, bro. And if
you fight through it, you power through it, you do what you got to do, because
and that's what
your job as a husband and a father.
Yeah,
and,
as a man.
That's how I felt about it.
But when you got home, you was like, man, shit.
It's like,
but you did it.
Because Marta would be like, yeah, we ain't living.
And guess
we
what?
ain't living in North Palm Springs. We ain't living in DHS. Blah blah blah. I was like, North Palm Springs and DHS
It's
ain't
heaven.
shit compared to what I saw out there.
Dude,
when I went through.
And what's good, Ivan, is you did it, and guess what? If they called you tomorrow, you'd fucking do it again.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt.
And with less fear.
Yes,
but he still has to be on alert, because who knows the story they're gonna tell him. That's what fucked him up. They're like, hey, bro, good luck. They left the driver's butt naked and fucking. Think about that shit. His first time, he's on his way down there. I guarantee you, what went through his head was his black ass running through the fruit field like that, huh?
And it was crazy, dude, because that first day I was there, they didn't have a truck for me.
Fuck.
Okay, so
they set you up for failure, huh?
Well, I was supposed to have a truck. We didn't have a truck. I drove down there in my own vehicle, and my boss was like, see if they just have a truck for you. And I was like, they didn't have a truck. So the manager comes out. The building they're drowning. There's a lot of packages. The pandemic, people are ordering like crazy. They're behind. There's some reason why I'm down there.
Right.
And so he's like, you know what? I don't have a truck for you. There's this section of packages right here. He said, do you mind delivering out of your vehicle just this one day?
Oh,
and I was like,
why don't we go rent a U-Haul down the street or a Penske?
I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. Okay.
Of course.
So I load up my my Prius. I had a Prius at the time.
Shut
Oh,
the hell.
get
You
the
really
fuck
got a
out.
fucking Prius?
Loading up my Prius.
Hold on, let me reset
That
this
clean
shit.
ass ride you have outside? I thought that you really had a Prius.
I had a Prius before that,
good.
man.
I'm glad you changed it.
But I
Ivan-
had that Prius for a reason, though.
Ivan was delivering packages in Compton in a Prius.
He's
the Prius.
6'5", guys.
You should have been fucking scared. Fuck. They'd have beat your ass on fucking.
Ivan,
alone.
Ivan driving a Prius is like Rob walking around in Crocs.
Yeah.
How I look, dog?
I almost forgot about that shit.
Hey, this one's for Seabass
But-
right here.
So
That's our video
when I'm
game, dog.
I getting off the freeway, I'm driving in this neighborhood, and I'm delivering out of my car. That's probably why that guy stared at me the first day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because he was
That
probably
is
like,
why.
dude, what's,
I mean, you
what's
know,
going on?
you
Like
know
special agent battle,
Yeah.
that you and shit.
You know that if shit went down, first of all, I know it was hard to get in that fucking car.
In and out of that damn
In and
car.
out of that Prius was nothing, man.
You wouldn't. That car did not have the gumption to get you out of harm's way.
I got in and out of that car better than when I got out of your car. I'll tell you that right now.
I peeped
That
out
shit's
a
crazy.
Prius yesterday because I seen a big ass dude in a Prius, and he had a lot of fucking.
A lot of
space for
headroom.
The headroom.
Really?
I'm
Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, once you're in it, I was good. But I had to have that car for a reason because I was living out here, but I was working out of San Bernardino for 3 years.
Oh
And
shit.
so I was making that drive. I was driving about 200 miles a month.
You hear
So
that, Prius?
I had to have a Prius.
Get at us.
You know,
Big man,
I had
big
to have
man,
that.
little car.
But yeah, man, being management in my position, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and you never want to be that guy that says no.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why can't women be like that?
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's fucking Rob.
But because of
They
that,
always
you
gotta
know,
say no,
If
right?
ever-
Why
if
can't
ever
they?
we get in
I
trouble,
think
it's
you
Rob's
tell them.
fault.
fuck.
you know, I will say they took real good care of me last year, and all the things that that went on, they really took really good care of me. So I was like, it all works out in the end.
Who,
I
your
did what I had
your
to do.
company?
The company,
Yeah, but you take
my
care
manager,
of them too, bro. Look at what
his,
you give them.
my
Your
manager, I do, but I feel like I don't get up and bust my ass
No more.
for UPS. Okay, I get up and I bust my ass for my family.
Yeah.
I work as hard as I do for my family. Okay, that's who I do it for. So my
You do it for that
100%,
big ass TV.
that effort I put in. That's for my wife and my kids.
Hell
Just
yeah.
like when I was growing up and I see my parents busting their ass. I tell my kids, the same thing.
At the
I'm
end-
doing what your grandparents do for me. So when you do it for your family, you do the same
Hey,
thing.
and James is on that path already too.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I
At
see
the end
it.
of the day,
Exactly.
it's all about self-respect, right? Because
Right.
if you go and you do that and you do for your family, and everything's good, at the end of the day, you can stand tall and said, "I did what I was supposed to do for my family."
Yeah, exactly.
That is my goal in life. And you think your life's is cool. You raise your kids. I did my job, and then you get hit with grandkids, and you're like, "Fuck! I just started over."
Fuck, and then they buy you Crocs.
Hey, thank you to my daughter. She bought me these things. My feet hurt. Once they don't hurt no more. So, to my daughter Renee, thank you.
But that's your reward, though, man. That's
Yeah.
that's
Hey,
what
my
your
kids
job
hook me
was.
up, dog.
Lesbian shoes.
If you trip on it, are they really? I don't understand it.
And everybody's wearing them right now again.
So, anyways, lesbians, your shoes are nice. Thank you.
All right.
So,
If you fucking show up to my house in a Subaru next week,
no, I'm a Chevy guy, bro. But yeah, man. Thank you, my kids. They hooked me up, bro. But then again, it's like, they were well taken care of when their whole life, bro. Like my
Right.
kids have never needed. When I was in prison, they struggled, but and I want them to be the same with their kids.
That's the way it should be.
Little by
Exactly.
little, the cycle gets broken, and
Right.
and that's.
But you broke that.
Yeah, I tried. I'm trying to get my son to college now. We went to a football camp today, and hopefully he
Hey,
freaking
but-
had an amazing play out there.
but just remember though, Rob, even if he doesn't go to college, you've done an amazing job on getting your life back on track, and being there for him and making him the man he is today. You can't control all the choices that they make.
Yeah.
You set them up on a path and you give them the directions that you think are good for them and let them make their choice.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I want him to go to college because, like, dude, my nephew's going to the Air Force on Sunday.
right.
He's our hero, bro. My nephew is my hero right now because nobody in my family's ever done this. You know, I got a brother-in-law who was a Marine, and my dad was in the Navy when I was, you know, I don't remember him, but dude, this is and this is someone I have a relationship with. This is
Right.
my nephew who, when he's stressed or he had, you know, him and his dad, they get along great, but sometimes he'll call me and ask my opinion on things, you know, and I love that because, like I told you guys before, man, you just can't be a word. You got to actually be that.
Absolutely.
So he's going. I told him, like, I feel like it's part of me going to the Air Force, you know, and I could say that, and I'm proud to say that because I've spent time with him, you know. So for that feeling of just my nephew, I could only imagine how it would be for my son to
Right.
go to college and do that. So yeah, bro, it's about pride, and I'll give up anything and everything for my son so he could get there. And if you don't want to go, that's fine too.
Right.
You know, get your job and let's get to work and move forward.
Right.
But if you do want to go, you know, it would just make me so proud. you
Right.
know. And that's at the end of the day, I guess, that's what we do it all for. you
Right.
know.
Yeah, because you want them to be good, you know,
Productive.
be able to productive citizens, but at the same time, you know, be able to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm kind of scared because this kid, man, he doesn't understand, you know. Like he took my, he tells me, you know, I told you guys the last few episodes ago about when he takes my wallet, and I found out I goes to, well, this time he went to the mall and bought a pair of $235 glasses, and hands me $45.
Wow.
And his mom sent me 125, and I'm like, you're fucking grounded. I grounded him, took his shit. Don't take it. It was gone 6 hours. I gave him his phone back 6 hours later. But it's because I need to get a hold of him and shit like that. But I'm starting
Isn't
to
that
get
crazy?
worried, dude. I'm starting to get fucking worried.
You think about how we grew up
with no
with
shit.
no cell phone,
Nothing.
no
dude.
nothing.
We
you
fucking
know?
got what, a pair of shoes once every 6 months.
Shit.
I lived in foster homes, dog. They
I
didn't
got
get
one a
me
year,
shit.
dog.
They didn't get me shit. I mean, I
But
used to
somehow
come
our
over.
you know our parents were able to communicate with us, you know, get a hold of us, you know that, you know, my motto, my parents' motto growing up. When street lights come on, you better be
Sure.
inside the
Yeah, better be
house.
home.
That's how they.
Well, you know what's funny is,
No.
and I've said this for years, and you know people disagree with me or whatever, but the point at which this civilization started to turn around was when they said that they stepped in and said that we couldn't spank our children anymore, because at that point you gave all the power to the child. Oh, you hit me? Oh, I'm going to call CPS. And then that began the decline of having fear for your parents, for discipline, and then it started not having a fear for cops and blah, 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 and this is where we are today. And I think that, I mean, you had a healthy fear of your dad, right?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, my dad's dead, dude. I'm still, I still wouldn't fight him.
I,
You know
I
what I mean?
would
Yeah.
I would go around the corner and say the word "so" and turn around and hope my mom wasn't around because I'll get busted in the mouth just for saying the word "so."
Right?
Like so,
Oh, I used to.
bop bop bop.
Yeah,
So
me too. My
used to
mom
like-
didn't even know English. I said so. She slapped me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, you guys say that I'm big. My dad was big. He's 6'5", 6'6", and his hands were huge. Fingers were huge.
yeah, you
And
do
he
got
was
baby
always
hands.
he
I just fucking with
and
you.
he just had a presence about him. You know, his
Right.
voice, everything.
You know what that's called? It's called swag, baby.
Yeah, that
It
was
don't
my
matter.
pops,
Hey,
man.
hey,
But it
some
just,
people got swag. You don't gotta be handsome. You don't gotta be.
Nah, I didn't mess
Man.
around. I didn't mess around growing up, and
Right.
and that's how I try. Same thing with my kids. But you talk about the decline and where we're at. A lot of that had to do with this whole participation
That too.
trophies, and
Yeah, that's where I'm
then
at.
you start rewarding kids for not doing nothing. Okay,
Right.
and they don't get to understand, what it takes to the hard work you got to put in to win, or learning from a loss and how that makes you better. Whatever the case may be.
Second place is the last loser.
You can't put everybody all in one bucket.
Yeah.
Right.
And can now, I start to see stuff like that, like in the workforce, when these guys want something for nothing, when they think that they're owed,
Well,
like
the
this.
workforce, to your point, is going to affirmations. Everybody's talking about affirmations.
Right.
I mean, companies, our company, my old company, just everybody's talking about affirmations, and that's driving me insane.
Well,
I
they
mean,
started
why
off
am I
with
going to tell you good job for showing up to work?
right.
Exactly, that's your job.
That's your job.
Well, they
Your paycheck.
well they
Showing
started
up
off
on
with
time. Hey, great, thank you for showing up on time.
What was it,
Dude,
like-
that's what you're supposed to do.
servant leadership, right? Where you're supposed to go in and you basically serve the people that work under you. No, bitch, I'm your boss. I'm gonna show you how to do this. I'm gonna lead you, and I'm gonna lead you to success. But you got to believe in me. You got to understand what I'm telling you, and I'm gonna get you there. And there's a way to do it, and there's a way to get people to follow. But there's so much. Like, our company's really big into it right now, and it bugs the shit out of me, bro. Like, they are so, everything's like, hey, is everybody okay today?
Yep.
All right, well, let's.
Eggshells.
Yep.
Fuck that shit. Like, I there was one time I told.
You should just walk up to one of the girls on your thing and just squeeze your titty, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Okay, you're going down a whole other
Yeah,
road, Rob.
that's-
Oh shit! I thought you were like, fuck it, dog.
Yeah, no. Holy shit. I'll smack her hand for doing something wrong, maybe.
No.
Maybe how about that? You know what I mean?
That's all, dude.
No.
Like,
Shit, Rob.
So is what you
you're
said,
going down a whole
goddammit.
nother
Yeah.
road.
sexual assault. That's different.
That's different, yeah.
What if she
But,
says,
no.
"Hey, what's up?"
Vince is he nailed that, because they're teaching us, like, you have to talk to this new generation a different
Bunch of
way.
bitches.
I'm
Right.
sitting right
this
the
how, this
fuck
how
here.
you have to talk to them.
We're
I'm
not
saying
you're a pussy,
I
so
know.
fast. We're
I
saying
know.
the people around you are trying
I'm
to
just
make you
kidding.
a pussy.
I know.
That's what
No.
you're trying to do.
You know,
But
it
it's-
starts really young. Let me give you a good example. My daughter's
Baseball.
5 years old. She just started playing soccer.
Yep.
Right?
Kid sports.
And we were
Participation
told
ribbons.
from the get-go, or my wife was told from the get-go, that we are allowed to go to the games, but we're not supposed to say nothing. So, I mean, needless to say,
Y'all
my
can't keep
schedule
score.
and everything didn't really allow me to show up to most of the games. But the first game that I showed up to, I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm like, go get the ball, baby. Kick the ball. And she's like, shh, shh, shh. You're going to get kicked out. You're going to get kicked
Who,
out. And everybody,
Tanya?
Yeah. So everybody's like looking at me like, he's talking. And I'm like,
Wow.
what the fuck? So then
Wow.
a couple Saturdays ago, I went to her game.
Hold on, real quick. These are football parents going in transition into
Yeah,
soccer.
yeah. You don't stay quiet.
Let my boy Vince, let's go.
So
I'm gonna jump in on you real quick.
What's up?
My younger brother used to play basketball like that, and I went to the game and look up at the board, and there's no score. It's not even on. They're not even paying attention to it. So at the end of it, I'm like, who the fuck won? Like, oh, they don't keep score. Oh, they don't keep score.
To
Then
why
what's the
fuck are
fucking
we
point?
here?
Like they're all winners.
Like, yeah. Like,
So-
no, motherfucker, you missed that shot. You're a loser. No.
So
And it's gonna haunt you the rest
on
of
that
your life.
Saturday, on the Saturday that I go to her last game, same shit. I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm cheering her on, and like, I don't give a fuck. It's the last game. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
They fucking stopped it.
They stopped the game?
Yeah, because in soccer you got 3 times, right? They got 3 periods, right?
Right.
They stopped it after the second period. And I'm like, what's up?
Because of
Yeah.
that?
They said it's just too hot. But I think it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Because I'm like the only one that's fucking saying
Their
it.
last game, they
Their
did
last
that?
game, yeah.
Wow.
I'm like,
Well, I don't know what day was that, because there was a day that it was really fucking hot on a Saturday.
It don't, it's
it
their
was
last
early
game,
on the
bro.
Saturday.
Really?
It was fine. It was fine.
Wow.
Ah,
But
ridiculous.
that's what we're teaching our kids. I mean, you could be mediocre and they tell you good job.
Well, you know what? But that's also what the workplace is. They've all gone to. What did I used to say? And I used to say this about errands, is that they applaud mediocrity, and they're so even somebody that like now you have people that do a really shit job, that are at the bottom that they're not going to fire because they're going to, well, you know what? I think if we nurture them along and we blah, blah, they'll finally reach their full potential, right? And then you have the people after that are the fucktards that are making mistakes, that are not doing shit, and they won't fire them either.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And they pay them the same.
Yeah, and they, oh my God, dude. It drives me insane.
And that's such a bad message to send to the workforce.
Yeah,
That you guys will still get something for doing absolutely nothing.
Why
While
work
another
hard when we get the same shit?
Exactly.
We're turning into communists.
How old are you, Ivan?
I'm 47.
What was minimum wage when you were a kid? Do you remember?
What was it like?
4.25.
Like 4 or something? Yeah, it was.
4.25.
I think
It was like nothing.
You were 425, I believe, because I think I was 375.
Yeah,
Okay.
me and Ivan are 4.25.
Yeah.
And I remember, I mean, I fucking worked at fucking
Burger King.
Burger King on 111. Okay, it's where Castañedas is at now.
Okay.
I used to go, like, I failed history in school, so I had to take history in summer school. I didn't have a fucking car. My parents bought me a fucking bike. They said, no, you fucked up. You need to get yourself to school. I used to ride my 10-speed from here to Palm Springs High School. It would take me half an hour to get to fucking school after a few months of riding my bike. And then I would go from Palm Springs High School. I would ride my bike from there to the fucking job on 111. And then my dad would pick me up at 10 o'clock at night when I'd get off. I'd come back, I'd have to do all my fucking homework and get back up in the morning and ride my happy ass back to school.
Yeah.
For $3.75 a fucking hour. Now
Wow.
these fucking kids these days are saying, oh, well, I want a job at 15. I want to start at 15.50. For fucking what?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. They don't know shit.
You don't do all you want that kind of fucking money, and you're just gonna drive up the price of everything else. And then you're gonna fuck yourself out of a job because McDonald's has already got robots and shit and fucking little stanchions with the tablets where they can place their fucking order, and you'll be out of a job in 6 months anyway.
Dude,
Yeah.
did you see that thing on what that guy was? There was a guy, right? He got 50 chickens. He boiled them, cut their head off, threw them in a purifier. You know what they did? I'm talking hooves, no beaks, all that shit.
You know, chickens don't have a hoof, right?
Well, the claws.
Okay.
You know what that is?
Chicken
That's
nuggets.
McDonald's chicken nuggets, motherfucker, straight up.
I go, fuck, that shit is delicious.
It's cool, but you eating bird asshole. I'm just telling you.
Well, you eat hot dogs, don't you?
I don't eat all beef.
It's all beef, but it's all parts of the fucking
Is it
cow.
really?
Hell yeah.
Not
That's
the
all
spicy
lips and
one.
assholes, dog.
The
Man,
pricey ones are just fancy, clean assholes.
Right.
is it? Well, at least they
Hey, but-
clean the
but-
ass.
Still eating sphincter, but
But don't get, I mean, you can't fucking, you eat
Hey,
fucking,
what if
you
you
eat
seen us
tripe, you
folks?
eat fucking menudo, you eat every piece of the fucking cow. Don't start tripping now.
Well, I'm just saying, like, yeah, bro, that chicken nuggets. Fucking purified.
They said McDonald's went up to 15.
Yeah?
Everybody is.
I think this year everything went up to like $15.50, I think.
Yeah, but they're higher. They cut their staff in half. Oh, excuse me. They cut their staff in half.
Well, that's what happens because they can't afford to keep everybody and keep prices competitive.
I even go take a shit or what?
Yeah, I think so. Went to go do something.
I hope not. That's my fucking bathroom.
That's the biggest ass that was on that bathroom seat. I tell you.
Yeah, right.
Never mind, big Mingo's right here.
Nah, I got my own bathroom, dog. I'm good.
He
Shit.
is not allowed in my bathroom, goddammit.
I'm good, brother.
Only I can destroy that shit.
We got our own privates. Wait.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Our own
Ew.
private
Hey, I was
rooms. Yeah.
listening to your last podcast and Adam,
Yeah.
the Rosebush.
Yeah.
It's cool as fuck, man. He was like, he was saying he can't shit nowhere. So I feel
Yeah.
bad for him, man.
Well,
He
this
needs to
one-
just
this one
carry out
either.
a personal shitter.
Right?
Yeah,
Plastic bag,
like a
whatever you gotta
full-
do.
Hey, no, they sell them, bro. They're 5-gallon buckets with toilet seats on them. Just keep that motherfucker in the truck, bro. No
Oh,
problem. Hey, with wipies.
Nope.
Do you know how fucking hot it is outside? That
Hey.
shit, ooh,
It
wee.
don't, hey, as long as he shits on his own toilet, That'll be cool. So yeah, hey Adam, get a portable shitter, bro. You be cool, man.
Right? Because then it's your own, and you can take it anywhere you go.
Yep, I know what to get Seabass for Christmas.
You better fucking not. I'll block you on everything I have you on,
Hey.
motherfucker. Try me.
Think about this. You could even get a little incense in there,
No.
little hang on the side.
I don't need no incense.
Now that you bring that shit up, dude, there's this new show coming out on fucking Netflix called
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Date Beast or some shit like that.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
So
bro.
these people get dressed up in costumes, like fucking one's a devil,
weird, bro.
and yeah, weird shit.
like
One's a panda.
did you guys see Wonder Woman 84?
Yeah,
Okay, you know the cheetah?
yeah.
She look, that's how these fucking people look. They're
It's-
like weird, dude. Like it's real makeup, like crazy, right?
Yeah, it's like that. What's that show with the stars that have the fucking costumes on?
Oh, fucking no.
No, it's where they sing.
Yeah.
Masked Singer.
Yeah, the Masked Singer.
Yeah.
So, they have this show on Netflix where people get dressed up in these fucking costumes, and it's one chick, and she'll go out on 3 dates with these dudes. They don't really know what they look like. It's them picking one of the 3 based on their personality, basically, right? It's a great concept when you think about it, because everybody talks about, oh, it can't be
Looks,
about
yeah.
looks, it's got to be about that connection, right?
But when they take off the mask,
That's
they're all
bullshit.
ugly,
Shout out. One of them had one eye. Fucking, it was pretty bad, bro.
That may work for women to some degree. Like I think
how's that gonna work if right? God's most beautiful creation
Today,
is a
Junior,
woman.
let's go.
Right? It's
Right.
a woman, right? It's not the sky, it's not the mountains. It's a woman. So, I mean, you unveil this thing and it's a fucking mud duck. What the fuck?
Whoa.
You gotta run, dude.
I don't think that's the word you were looking for, but
No, I think that's exactly.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if I mean, damn, of course she has a nice personality and shit, but if she looks like fucking the missing
She
link,
looks like Donkey from Shrek.
yeah, you gotta get on, bro.
fuck.
What if her breath smells like shit? You know?
Well, the costume's not gonna hide that. Like, fuck.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, apparently it covers their whole head, and then parts of their arms are whatever's showing.
Right.
It's
How
it's
ridiculous!
a
do you have to
great
feel?
concept, but that's not gonna work. Okay,
True love.
you see someone, you're gonna be you see what they look like first,
Attracted or
and then you get to know them.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
we'll see how it works on the season 1 finale.
Yeah,
Well,
Airing on? No, I'm just kidding. We're not
Well,
sponsored. Fuck them.
here's the other thing though, like the fucking Bachelorette and all these other fucking dating shows, right?
Right.
Like they go out and they okay, so they meet this guy. Oh, he gave me a rose. Now we're gonna go out on a date. We're gonna go on a fucking hot balloon ride to a restaurant. We're gonna have dinner. Fuck that. Look, bitch, I don't have the money to put you in a hot air balloon. So here's a balloon. You know what I mean?
That I put my hot breath in.
Yeah, and we're gonna go to McDonald's. You cool with that shit? Because that's about where my status
at
is
least
right now.
Applebee's.
But
Come
see,
on,
Applebee's
He
is-
said
Okay.
at least Applebee's.
At
See,
least
that's us, old school, who didn't have the internet when we were growing up. And
What happened to
we-
G's up, hoes down?
I know you guys remember, when we started,
I'm fucking.
we actually had to go up to and talk to someone, to get
Right.
to know them, But now that it's all they got to
like-
do is swipe
like-
left or swipe right.
Oh, you like? I like.
You know,
I like. You like.
There's
you like.
there's no real connection there to begin with.
Hey,
Hey, bro, it's a cyber connection.
Ivan, did you ever go to one of those bars that had the phones? They had phones at each table.
Oh,
and
no,
then,
I've
and
never
then the
done
table
that.
had the fucking phone, the table number, and you picked up the phone and you dialed the table number, and their phone would fucking ring and be like, "Hey,"
What if they hung up on you?
and you just fucking, and you sit there like you're fucking talking to somebody for a minute and then hang up. That way
what's
nobody
up?
like, she hung
No,
up on you.
no, I'd never tried that.
I was one and done, homie.
No, I just went out and if I see someone, I talk to them.
You mean Marta, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I told you that. Did you
I mean,
meet
that's how
Marta
we
and
met.
Dominguez? I mean,
I met her. I met her out here at what's the name? I don't even think it's even a club out
This
here
is
anymore.
real crucial.
It was,
Dirty Z's?
Bananas.
Pompey's?
No.
Zelda's.
It was Zelda's.
Dirty
Downtown.
Z's. Dirty Z's.
Yeah.
You didn't
Ooh.
get shot?
No, I didn't get shot, man.
What the fuck,
Did you
bro?
ever
No.
need a shot after you left?
Nah, I was good, man. You know, I was
The
very.
bouncers fondle you in any way.
No, I'm good, man.
Show us on the Mickey doll.
Well, no, I came out here for one weekend. It was my birthday weekend, and my boy, his parents have a condo out here in one of the country clubs, so we just like to go out and then freaking, do our thing. And then I met her that one night, and then we couldn't find one of our friends, and so this is like at the end of the night. And I was like, you know what? Let's just take your number, and we can go out the next day. And we laugh about this now to this day because she was like, nothing was gonna happen if I came back to that first night. And I was like, yeah, something's gonna happen if you came back ever.
That's why you didn't come.
You'd had 3 kids.
But yeah, man. I mean, that's why I think these kids growing up now, they don't really know how to talk to people, or they want something for nothing. Just because it's just too much technology.
Watered
It's started
down.
taking them. Yeah, they're just built different.
Well, I think a lot of it too, though.
Down.
I think a lot of it too is that they get to be on their computer and talk shit to somebody, and then they go out into the real world and they want to talk like they do behind the computer to somebody else, and it don't fucking work.
Yeah, you find out real quick that don't work.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You know?
Wow. All right, guys. Hey, man, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We appreciate you guys coming in and standing in for everybody. Rob, any final notes? Any final words?
Let me see. Shout out to my nephew, little Jesse, going to the Air Force, man, making our family proud. I wish him the best. I'm so proud of him, man. I can't say it enough. And me and his dad, we just cried and hugged each other all Saturday. Just so proud of this kid, man. Gonna go protect our country. And he signed a 6-year thing, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So, very, very proud of him, man. I can't wait to see what the future holds for this kid.
Yeah, congratulations and thank you for doing that. Vince, any final words?
Yeah, I just want to give a belated happy Father's Day to all you guys here and everybody out there listening. I know Father's Day was this last Sunday.
Right.
Big props to everybody out there doing their thing. Just love and happiness for everybody, man.
Right on.
Props to
Ivan?
Pops, if you will.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you guys probably talked about it last show, but happy birthday to little Anthony and Diego. Their birthday this past was it.
That's right.
Right
Happy
on.
birthday,
So,
my
happy
godson
birthday to them.
Diego,
Happy birthday, fellas.
Yep.
little Tony.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Always a good time. Nothing?
Good.
All right.
Hey, I got something real quick.
Go ahead.
Don't forget about the Whiskey Glass podcast for the homie, man. Steven Rosebush, go get it, man. You guys doing great.
And if you see Rob out in town with his Crocs,
Please talk
take
shit.
them.
Hey.
Take the shoes from him.
No,
Check
don't
this
take
out.
him. Make him suffer. Talk shit. Let
I
me know
just
what
took
you
Crocs
said.
to the next level. Everybody's gonna be wearing Crocs now.
I didn't know they could go another level down.
Ooh.
What, lesbians? Am I
the
allowed
Crocs.
to say that?
Yeah.
I gotta figure this out. Why are Crocs lesbian shoes?
We can talk about it after the show.
Yeah. We'll deal with that off.
All right.
All right.
Well, lesbians, you
I'm
guys
not
did
sure if
great
this
making
episode's
nice
going to
shoes.
air.
This might be our first
Hey.
rated episode.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I love you guys, man.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you all so much for listening. We appreciate it. Love you. See you real soon.
Oh, shit.